to you two first of all. What is both of your immediate thoughts, and what are you wanting to do?
Okay,
Sorry,
so
we saw them take off, right?
Yeah, you sort of take off with like circling the area, and the alleyway that they spotted and cornered in, it's just empty. And the crowd's kind of dispersed at this point, but everyone's still looking up and pointing at him because the Griffin Riders are kind of like it's a sight to behold still. Even the people that frequently live in this town.
Wow, that was a close one. I thought that was not someone I wanted to get in a fight with, right? With it, the rest of the crew around.
No. It is strange that he's followed us here. How did he get here?
Yeah,
and where
and
is
so quickly.
Where are his goons?
Well, to be fair, I didn't see any of the others, even as we were, as the boat was pulling away, right? So, I don't know if they have the same sort of strength as him, but...
Oh, man. Surely... Well, we should keep an eye out, but I doubt that they would have the jurisdiction to be causing havoc here, and it goes to show they don't.
Maybe
Sorry,
we
DM,
should...
did we see him get hauled off?
No, he didn't get hauled off. They lost him, but you never saw... You don't know if he exited the opposite alleyway, because you couldn't see that, but he didn't come out your end, and they seem to have lost him somehow. Okay. And he's a big, beef dude. He stands like a foot tall, like... He sticks out like a sore from wearing his plate armor with his greatsword. Like, you can't just hide in an alleyway, pretty much, so...
Do you think he can teleport?
I have no idea. If it's utilizing the same sort of bizarre magic we saw months back, then perhaps.
Oh, God.
Whoever the necromancer, whoever it was, just poofed into thin air.
We should let the others know as soon as we can.
We should let the princess know, too, if he's tracked us here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what have I done?
Yes.
It's rude and Helio in that kind of habit. And he will get to you in a second. What are you planning to do? Like, a lot of time being, it must happen. I don't know if you were going to check something out.
I think we were going back to the tavern to see if we could find a case.
Yeah, okay. So a case come to you. What do you do? You're invisible still, I believe, up to an hour it lasts. So.
I think it was an hour, yeah.
You're currently in this part of the town.
Did I drop my disguise self when?
Yeah, you did. No, you went invisible, and then that obviously because it's concentration. No, is disguise self concentration?
No.
You did drop your disguise, so they saw your real form, and then you went invisible. Because you held your hand, and then when they were coming to arrest you, you went invisible.
That's got to complicate things for a while. I'm just gonna disguise self into something that's not me.
Okay, what do you look like?
Random Joe Schmo Bob on the street corner. It looks like he's
human.
He's a bit down on his luck. Human, yeah. I know some human is wearing like tattered clothing, no shoes.
He's a vagrant.
Blonde hair. Like the awkward, misshapen stubble that doesn't quite grow right in the right places. It's like he's got patches missing.
Okay.
That's my disguise.
That's fine.
I imagine I would have gone back to the only place I know that I thought would have been safe, which is the rooms that we've rented.
The tavern, yeah.
The tavern. So I'll probably be upstairs waiting outside the rooms that we've rented.
All right. So about the same time, would you have dropped invisibility because you're disguising yourself? So yeah, I would say you could probably get back first since you're in a rush. You see Romir and Kandrya and the tavern.
I'm just gonna run up to him, grab him, and go. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Who'd you kill?
Are you still in your human form?
I'm still in a human form, yeah.
Start shaking you, Romir.
What'd you do? Who'd you kill?
It is Akisa's
It was a
voice, though.
mistake. It was a mistake.
Yeah, okay. So, Akis?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was playing a joke. I thought it'd be funny.
Okay. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are
You ran away.
disguised?
If you ran away from me, I couldn't find you. I was.
Where?
What?
I was. Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I played a prank. I was.
Was that you?
Don't hurt me.
He
Was who what? What are you saying?
we weren't
the-
followed by a big bad, were we?
No.
You
It's a good thing we didn't alert the city
What?
guard.
Are you trying to get us killed?
I thought it would be funny. You didn't see me.
In what universe?
I
This
mean, it's
one.
We
That's
were
not
about
funny.
to tell the princess. She lowers her voice. Princess. That she was being followed.
I mean, you still could. It might be funny.
No.
So,
where
Maybe.
were you? You just got up early. The barkeep said you left at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
yeah, some weird shit happened.
Where were you?
On the outskirts somewhere, there was.
And Rune said you had just woken up. You said.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't
quite
sleep?
get it. No, I don't. I don't get it. You know what? I don't know what happened. I
So you
think-
woke up in the middle of nowhere, no idea what happened, and your first thought was like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with my friends. Let's do it.
Yes.
That's
Yes. Yes.
Good.
I mean,
So,
get
they
it.
play jokes on each other. I mean, I thought it'd be funny.
I mean, I kind of get it, but also why? Why that guy? Why? He almost killed me.
He almost killed everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was closest to death.
I don't know. I just
Whatever. Don't do it again. Ever.
So wait, hold up. Now I have more questions.
The barmaid goes, yo, if you're gonna fight, you need to take it outside. You all okay?
We're okay. We're fine.
You need drinks?
We're all
Look, he looks
friends.
scrawny, anyways. I could make sure he's under.
We're all friends here. It's fine.
I'm not sure about that anymore.
Does he have coin? He looks homeless.
He's fine.
He's with us.
Round of ales?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Why I volunteered.
It's 10.
You're
It's 10 in the morning.
You're buying a case.
It's about midday at this point, I would say.
It's before noon.
How much is a red ale exactly? I don't know if I can afford that.
I don't think any of us have any money.
That's like, for just a basic shit ale, like 4 copper for all of you. Like, not something crazy.
A round of your finest, cheapest ale.
Okay, well, I can do that. That's fine.
Cheapest ale, you say? Sure, coming up. You see, like, they get, like, 3 tankards out, and it's just this giant bucket, probably, like, the leftover swills from last night, and they just dip it in, 3 ales, bring it over to your table. There you go.
There you go. I made up for it. Yeah. Guys.
On that note, we'll go to Velia and Rune, who are currently in the Exine Academy. Your friends have left Magical Barrier, but you've still got like half the steps to go up to. You see scholars walking past you, and these grand buildings, like huge cathedrals with intricate walls, stained glass windows ahead of you. What are you doing, Rune?
Taking in the sights, seeing if they're like what kind of buildings there are, like what they service. Is one for like spellcraft, one for
You don't know?
religion. There's a library.
You have no idea. You're just gonna go pick a random building and go in?
I'm gonna pick a random passerby. Be like, hey, where's the library? I need some information.
It's that way, and then the huge buildings kind of got purple tinted windows.
Purple tinted? Okay.
Yes.
Is it free access, or is there someone I need to look for? Are you familiar?
I assume do you have a scholarship here, or are you studying? Or?
No. I'm new in town. Trying to get my bearings.
There is a public section, yes, but you'll probably need to be chaperoned by one of the attendants, I would imagine.
Okay.
All
right.
And he bows and scores off.
Thank you for your time.
You both head to the library, and as you see, it's like grand archways, intricately designed. Like you've never seen anything like it. It looks ancient, very well kept. Roll me perception check.
First roll of the night. 20, not natural.
20. You see the purple, and even on the stonework, there's like a purple shimmer to the stone that gleams off it every now and again. And
I know what causes that, being a dwarf.
It's not the stone.
Okay.
You get the idea it's probably some other magical defense or something like that you're not aware of. But just outside the gate, you see there's like a booth set up almost, and like a scholarly type figure there, just waiting, talking to people that are coming in. Some people just ignore him completely. Some people just talk to him, and then you see wave someone else over, and then they go in together, kind of deal.
All right.
He is like
turn to Velia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to Velia. What do you want to look for? I want to look for stuff on the mist.
I'm just gonna do like a search of. I was gonna look at the mist as well. I think that was the main reason we came here. But was there anything else? Like, wasn't there something about the plans that we want us to look into?
I don't remember.
The moss.
The moss, yeah, the moss, right?
There was the moss, but I don't know if we're actually going to find anything about it. We don't have a sample of it still, do we?
I think Akis has some, but we can have a look at some of the books. But just some personal stuff, maybe. But yeah. Should we go talk to that guy?
Yeah. Let's see what he has to say.
All right. Do you want to do the talking?
Giant question mark.
He sees you approach and like, hello, can I help you both? You seem a little lost.
Good sir. Yeah, we're new in the city, and we're trying to get our bearings. We're hoping to see if we can get some general information about this mist we keep hearing about.
The mist to the north?
Yes, and what it does to people that go into it.
Sure, we have public records about that. Are you coming on behalf of some other institution or yourselves?
No, we came from overseas from the west.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get acclimated to this new land.
All right. Can I have your names, please?
Sure. My name is Rune Amberheart.
Okay. And yours? She goes, looks at you. Velia. And then she just gives Velia. Then that's it. Okay. He turns a book ledger around to you. Can you both just sign here, please?
Sure. I sign my name.
You sign your name, and he gives you this stone with like a glyph carved into it almost. Don't lose these, and just hand them me back or to your chaperone. And then he waves someone over, and you see this young blonde half elf come over in robes as well. She's like, "Hello, I will be your chaperone. You've got your tokens, and follow me. And
Okay.
you walk through the gates of this grand thing, and now you see these rows and rows and rows of books, all intricately decorated and stored, and there's not a piece of dust anywhere. So, Rune, let's come to you first. What are you searching for? Just the mist? Or is
Yeah, I
anything
want
specific?
information of the mist, like when it appeared, and what it does, what's inside of it, and what it does to people that go in.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check with advantage, because the attendant is assisting you.
Okay. Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
16, 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you get about 5 or so tomes come out, and without going into too much of a lore dump and boring everyone too much, you gather the key points that the mist was not here forever. It's not been here since the dawn of time or anything like that. From what you can gather, it's been here for about 400 years or so, which roughly dates back to close after the calamity. Anyone that goes into the mist, the rough figure is 75% of people don't come back out. If they do come back out, and then a subset of that, like 20% of those people that do come out, usually are mistouched in some sort of way. And that leaves about 5% or so people that actually make it out with intact from the people that go in. But it's not a very vast amount of people that do go in. But usually people do come back and take records of who's gone in and whatnot.
Okay.
You get...
Is there anything that mentions like preventive measures, like that protects someone from the mist?
So there's been towns set up along the border. So the mist itself, and I'll show you the country map now, because it'll be articulated in one of the books.
Okay.
This is Felwyn. And as an early preemptive measure, they set up towns along its border. And the mist doesn't usually grow in Last Mouse, but it does. It does. Like, it started off a little bit, and then it is slowly creeping outwards. But it does specifically mention that nothing comes out of the mist. Not a single creature or anything like that. But there is, you see, you're all pretty high. There is tales of, like, abominations and just hellscape kind of creatures that live in that environment. No one depicts what lives in that environment perfectly. Just that it's usually got a lot of teeth. It's usually something people have never seen before, and it's like terrifying. It's like a different world in there almost. But as a preemptive measure, they set up these towns along the ridge, and they're regularly always patrolled just to make sure. You do find out that people use candles as a symbol for the people they've lost to the mist. And as like a representation that their flame might be still living on inside the mist, but they might be lost. What else do you find? You find that it expands, but not much, probably a couple of meters every year. And it's believed that a lot of adventurers go in there because they believe that there's a lot of rare artifacts to find in there, because a lot of people don't go in there and touch it, essentially.
This after the calamity.
Researchers have been studying like bits that have been brought back, but there's no real development on why the mist is fully here or what its goal is. But to get to this city specifically, it'd probably take another like 400 years with the way the mist has been traveling. So it's not a huge pressing concern, but there is a dedicated research group to try and figure it out and stop it. You do find that yeah, I think with that role, that's pretty much all you would find.
Okay.
It's not.
Is there any mention?
Sorry, go on.
You mentioned it was close after the calamity. Is there
not long after? But yeah,
not long after. Does it appear like it was the result of a conflict?
there's a lot of different theories on why it might be here, but nothing that ever lands full evidence. Like some people believe that out of the calamity, an old god lives in there still and is like banished to this realm. Some people believe that it's just an infection spreading across the land and it keeps growing and growing and it's just a plague of sorts. Some people believe that it's punishment for going against some of the gods and things like that back in the day. Some people think it's an old weapon used by mortals to defeat gods that's just left powered and it's spreading. There's none that's fully set on, but it doesn't stop people every now and again going and trying to find things.
Okay.
I did roll for Velia as well. Unfortunately, she rolled really bad on both. But I'll pick them up. She's like,
That's fair.
there's nothing about the mast, and she feeds you that information about someone who believes that this is a plague and decay, and she goes down a rabbit hole of like looking at basically someone's feedback and journal of why they believe it's a plague and it's spreading because it is some sort of plague, that kind of issue. But I would say that does eat into a good few hours of your research. And the library here does close around like 5, 6. So after you've researched, you'll like, the attendant greets you and she's like, the library will be shutting soon. If you don't mind returning your sigils to me. And she holds out her hand.
No, of course. And thank you for your time today.
She bows. As soon as you put the sigil in her hand, in a blink of an eye, you just appear outside the library.
So amazing.
Like, it's really... You just, like, shifts in the blink and you're outside. Back where you received them. So, that being done, are you going back to the tavern? It's about 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, I'll go back to the tavern.
All right.
Was there how was the food in the tavern?
It was good. Yeah. It was like a middle-ish establishment. It wasn't too bad. It was good.
Back to the establishment, but if I catch a whiff of some good food, I will easily get distracted.
I mean, there's loads of street vendors still selling whatever you kind of want at this time. So if there's something specific ruiners are hungering for, you will probably see it on the way past, whether it be seafood or hog roast.
I would like a hog roast.
Yeah.
I want some beef.
How much are you getting? Do you want like a big leg or just like a...
Yes.
All right, knock off a gold then and you get like a huge chunk of hog roast.
Oh yeah.
Probably feed you for it probably feed a dwarf for a day, but a normal person like a good week.
We're walking down the street with this giant leg, just eating, just nibbling on it.
So
does that gold come with a giant like tankard of mead or something?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yes. Persuasion. Am I good at those? I am. 16.
Yep, you get a little mead with it as well.
Nice.
In a crudely fashioned tankard. But yeah, eventually you find your way back to the tavern, and we'll cut back to Bromir, Akis, and Karaya. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do or discuss for the next couple of hours before you are joined by Velia and Rune?
So
Just how much we hated your prank.
it was fine. It was a bit harmless banter. Anyway, what?
So
why are you two
Harmless
back
is a
here?
strong word.
Who are
Why are you
the?
not up in that place?
There is a magic wall. Couldn't get through.
For the others, good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they walked through. I walked into a wall. Wasn't a pleasant experience.
Sorry, I
It
shouldn't
was. It was. I think it was more of a magic users, not magic users situation.
That's a bit shit.
Yeah, so we came
Casual
back here.
discrimination.
The flying creatures that landed around you.
Yeah, what the hell were they?
I was going to ask you. I figured you spoke with them.
There were people on them. I mean, I don't know what they were, but they looked like birds. Maybe giant chickens.
Giant chickens. We couldn't really see. The light was kind of in our eyes. So, could you describe them a little better?
I was more worried about the person with the spear in my face, I'll be honest.
So, okay. How do you ride a
Security
chicken?
guards, I assume?
Try just roll me an intelligence check or a knowledge history. Good choice.
Sure. As soon as my character actually loads.
Last time I checked, we don't have those things where I'm from. I don't know what they are.
Any minute now. Any minute now. Keep talking. While Karaya's rolling.
Look like something that would rip your face off if you really wanted to.
Giant chicken, huh? What am I rolling?
Yeah.
Intelligence or a knowledge history.
Chicken knowledge.
Knowledge, alright. 17.
You would know that they're probably griffins. A lot of towns have, or cities this large have kind of like a smallish garrison of probably some sort of flying riders in case any flying beasts attack the city. So
Were they like a horse eagle situation by any chance?
I don't know. You tell me. I
I'm
don't know what they
guessing
were.
it was a griffin.
I don't know what's a griffin?
It's a mix between. No, it's not really a mix. It's a creature. It's a creature. Anyway, all we need to know is that they've got an air cavalry here. So
I did something good. So you're not that mad at me. See, listen, it was a learning experience. We figured something out today.
This would only matter if we were trying to storm the city, which we're not.
Or trying to escape. You never know.
Also true, I suppose. I guess. That is.
Now
it is
we
useful
know.
information.
Flying.
It wasn't. I still don't think that
Good negotiating.
your way of finding that out was the best way to find it out because it has caused, well, a lot of unwanted attention. It probably alerted the city guards a little more than we would have wanted them to be alerted.
That's fine. I'll just look like this weird person I saw on the street corner for the rest of the time that we're here.
how long can you keep up that disguise?
It's indefinite.
It's indefinite. Yeah, massive many faces, right? Yeah.
Yee.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right. So what's our game plan? Are we just waiting for the others to join us back here?
Well,
I
we can go
suppose
see
so.
if that's that barrier that's clearly not friends of ours would let us pass, or we could just wait here.
Yeah, so after these discussions, Rune and Velia get back to the table, and you see two of your group sat with a strange hobo-like individual.
Oi, Robin, who's this guy? I sit down with a giant
I'm a
leg of a boar.
I'm a new member of the group.
I don't believe you.
Velia,
What do you bring? What do you bring to this specific group?
Velia immediately recognizes your voice and goes, "What did you do? Do we want to know?"
He doesn't know.
You don't want to know. It's best that
No,
you don't know because then
we want to know. What did you do? Are we going to get arrested again?
Our
So-
genius buddy here
What did?
pretended to be that monstrosity from back home and fly over town. After
right.
which,
In my defense, I saw them. They were coming down some steps. They didn't see me. I thought it'd be
minding
funny
our
to put
own
a prank-
business.
And you did just say hello.
No, I thought I'd play a funny prank on them.
No,
Uh-huh.
he instead alerted the aerial guards.
Aerial guard? Really says.
Yeah, they've got Griffin riders in
And
this city.
Spears, see, I did something good. I found out information. Should we
Wait,
need to run?
And you still
don't
in
fly.
disguise because they're looking for you right now. Is that right?
They may know what I look like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you look like someone else, I guess. So.
Now the
Yeah.
Exactly.
important question though is, Rune, where did you get that? That looks incredible.
All you gotta do is follow your nose, my friend. There are amazing street vendors here.
Oh my goodness.
Like a big old bite.
So- I didn't learn anything about the moss, but we did find some theories about the mist and stuff.
Ooh, do tell. What did you learn?
No one really knows why it's here. But there's a lot of different
Yeah.
theories, and
They know when it showed up, that approximately, but it's so long ago that no one knows.
yeah, it's been there for a good 400 or so years, apparently, and it grows a couple of meters every year. Apparently nothing bad comes out of it, which is a good thing. But apparently if you go in it, you're probably going to die.
So they've got this just outside their city gates. It's growing every year, and they're just ignoring it.
Not this city. There is towns set up along like a couple of miles within it, but they're not ignoring
Yeah.
it. There's some people researching it, but they're just because it doesn't spread that fast. It's probably going to be a while before it gets to any sort of settlement. So
We should find out who would pay for it.
what? Akis, what?
That's. I was going to say, did you find out anything to do with warding, like how to protect yourself, or?
There was because people don't know what it is. It's just they encounter. You found out that the encounters with the creatures that live in there are what, and if you survive an encounter with a creature in there, that's how you become mistouched. So there's something in there that inflicts this. But these people that go in there, probably about 5% of people that do actually go in there and return absolutely fine. But they're usually like hailed as heroes and things like that. They're not just like your average Joe.
Well, where can we find ourselves some of those heroes?
Well, we could become them ourselves. You know, we are the mountain breakers. We could go.
True.
Go break some mountains, get rid of some
Let's-
mist.
Let's not. I know we like to roll the dice, and we usually come out on top, but that's pretty low odds.
At this point,
I don't want
Akis,
to,
you hear, yes, come home.
You know, the least we could do is go and like check out the settlements, right? I mean, what else have we got going on right now?
A tournament.
We got
Yeah.
a tournament.
Apart from the tournament.
We got a mercenary place we can go check out. Or a place that
Tournament, vengeance,
welcomes fighters.
mercenaries.
So the Heroes Hall is in
Vengeance.
the Heroes Hall is in 2 days, and the big tournament is in 8 days. But you need a sponsor if you want to fight in the big tournament from somewhere. But you can go watch it.
Just might get a
paying.
sponsor if we do well in the local tournament. So
That's definitely the plan.
Yeah, there you
Hey,
go.
who knows? Maybe we'll meet some of these heroes.
Exactly. I have a feeling that some of these heroes are going to be hacks.
And if they turn out to be ourselves, we can just take them back to the mists. It's fine.
Exactly. Show us which way you came out.
should
Maybe-
should we continue making our way north in the town? Find a place more northernly to stay for the night?
Sure. Let's do that. There's
Sure.
also a couple of places I want to check out around the town.
So, like we did in true fashion last time, if you guys just want to draw your route, whoever's leading the group, on the map, and let me know if you want to stop off at anything particular, we can do that. Just as a reminder, the Heroes Hall is here. You have still 2 days to kill. So tomorrow and the day after. Well, it'd be the day after night time. So.
I mean, we could just get a tavern closer to where you need to be, and then, you know,
That's what I'm
time
thinking.
skip.
You can do that if you
I
want
want to check out Stab Alley.
Which is over,
I mean,
over in the
That just
opposite
sounds
side
like
of
a
town.
grand idea.
Feel it calling to me, you know.
We could maybe hit it up after the tournament.
Sure.
And hey, maybe if you get into trouble in Stab Alley, I can turn into the friend again. That went well last time, right?
Please don't.
enough.
So,
That was a funny.
who's wanting to lead the group through the city?
I want to do something before we leave.
Okay.
I want to go up to our room for some privacy.
Mm-hmm.
We still have our rooms, right?
At this point, no. The rooms would have been sold off to someone else, so you'd have to, because you only bought them for the night,
Okay.
right? So
I'll do my thing later then.
you can find a quick alleyway, make it semi-private, but it's up to you.
No.
What?
No, I'll wait until later.
All right.
Yeah. Super shady.
Yup.
Just find a quick alley, you know, a bit of semi-privacy. It's fine.
So, who's leading?
I don't want someone that looks like you to stumble upon me. Seriously, that's the best you can come up with?
Who was the first person I saw that looked inconspicuous? Some random hobo on the street? I don't know. Right, what would you prefer me to look like? Who? What?
Someone with a fuller beard.
Full of beer?
Yeah. Like Bromir. Or myself.
I'm just make myself look like Bromir. There you go, done.
Perfect.
Twinsies.
Now we're traveling twinsies. I like it.
I would avoid doing this in public. Oh dear.
Do you have to go back to your normal form before you shift into a new form, Akis?
Wait, let me check.
All I know is that if you do something stupid or illegal and I get screwed over for it, I will find you. I promise. You will pay.
Would I ever do something like that?
We have questions now. We have questions. Is there a way to pass this moat here?
Which way? Just tab where you are.
I don't know.
So these things are
Here.
little bridges. Oh, that's
Yeah. Okay.
that thing there is. They're little boats, I think.
Okay.
But if not, yeah, there is little bridges dotted around.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
It doesn't say anything about not being able to do it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just wanted to double check.
It also is a casting action. One action, it lasts for an hour, so I have to redo it every hour.
Every
Yeah,
hour. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make myself continuously look like the hobo guy for
Yeah, that's fine.
an hour every hour.
Is there anything you wanted to look on the way? If not, you can move yourselves to the edge of the line where Cryo stopped drawing.
We're looking at the twins, right?
Yeah, so this is
How
like...
long?
So go on.
I was gonna say, how long did it take for them to get up the steps towards the academy?
These steps here,
Yeah.
well, like, there's not too many steps. It's not like you're climbing for like an hour, but like a good like 20 minutes walking up steps. Like it's a tall cliff face, essentially. That's like flattened out.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Fiery
bother with that one.
thighs.
I'm just gonna keep looking around. Like,
The
they're only,
barrier was
within-
like, if you want to test the barrier, it was like at the bottom though.
Yeah, that's what I want to test. Like, see if I can just pass through.
Okay. You approach the barrier.
I try and walk through it.
It stops you and is almost hot to the touch to you. Like it's actively warding you away.
I don't think this barrier likes me either. Fuck you, barrier, and I'll keep on walking.
Okay.
Hey, Bromir, that barrier, what did it feel like when you walked into it?
Like a wall, like just like the stone right next to it. It
Didn't feel hot or anything?
Hot? No, just solid, which is weird because I can't see it.
I thought that thing doesn't want me to go through. Like, not like your doesn't want you to go through. Like, it's actively stopping me from going through. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
That's strange.
Like a wall.
Like a wall with spikes.
Sounds friendly.
Yeah, that's quite strange. What does it mean?
It's a birdish wall, I guess. It doesn't like my type.
So,
It sees through you.
Karaya or Rune, is there any? If you want to move your tokens, is there anything you want to look at on the way? As you get to about here, Akis, Velia stops you and she goes, "When you touch the wall, someone was watching you, but they didn't follow."
They were what? What? What do you mean they were watching me?
Like they was watching that you got stopped. It didn't look
I
like a
did it
guard.
again.
It didn't look like a guard or anything. They just looked like
Dova, what are you
someone
doing?
wearing a robe. Like a lot of people around here.
Did I just draw more unwanted attention to us?
Let's just keep moving, I guess. She like
Okay.
hurries off.
God damn it!
She has an insane passive perception.
I keep
Damn
doing the
you!
thing.
Crass, if you're watching this on VOD, your passive perception is insane. All right. If you're
Floofy.
anyone else wanting to stop and take in the sights, once you get to here, you see now like this might have been one spire a long time ago, but like it is partially built up as one spire, then it splits off into two. And there's just houses and manors and beautiful decorations adorned. You see like at the base of this, there is only like one way up, like another set of like smaller stairs as they like wind up. But you notice that there is a heavy presence of guards here, like at least like 6 on each side of the step, dressed in like gold armor, perfectly adorned, not a scratch on it. You think like they've never seen combat, but they look menacing. And they're just looking at people that are going in. They turn a couple of people away.
Who are
I
they
get a
turning
distinct
away?
feeling I'm not going to be able to get in. Am I?
People that don't look like nobility, if you stop and watch for a while.
Cool, good to know.
Where are you going from here?
To the lovely siren.
Oh, I think Karaya's already picked out your tavern for the day. So you take the straight line to the lovely siren. It's a smaller establishment than what it is, but it is at this point. It's about 9 o'clock at night. It is rowdy. There is just drunk people outside. There's people talking to women that are scantily clad and dressed in these burlesque kind of outfits with all tankards around, like even to a couple of the houses nearby to the tavern, and some old stalls that I've packed up probably for the night are just sat there drinking their ale out there, and it's spreaded out about like a 50-meter radius around the tavern. There's the immediate stench of like ale already hits you as it's well trodden into the mud at this place. It's just loud talking, shouting, not like fighting, but just general loudness in this area as you approach the siren. What are you all
Looks
doing?
great.
You go in?
Sure.
You go in. There is no table. I mean, you can have a look if you want to try and find a table. But first
Sure.
glance, you see just bodies of people stood up, people shouting, trying to get a drink. Let's change the music.
I'll be sort of in the group like, hey, do you guys see a table? Is there? I can't.
We may need you to commandeer a table for us.
Roll me an investigation check. See if you can find one. At disadvantage because it's so crowded.
Didn't need that disadvantage because I rolled 9.
Akis, so you rolling? As well?
Yeah. Investigation.
Yeah.
At disadvantage.
A disadvantage, yeah. 2. Yeah, you get instantly separated, both of you, from the group in different areas. So there's just Velia and the 2 dwarves on either side of it just getting knocked like, oh my god, it's horrible in here. Then like someone spills the drink on one of your soldiers. Shoulders. Akish, you're like in your illusionary form as well, just like pushed out and like moved around, and you're like struggling to get back. There is like no tables you can see. People are just shouting and bellowing, and it's just chaos in here.
Maybe
I want
not
to
this
cause chaos
place.
so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not feeling this place. I'm gonna start heading towards the door.
What are the patrons looking like? Patrons, not patrons.
The patrons look like an all variety of people, but no nobility. Velia sticks out like a sore thumb in here, and she's already had 2 like mugs of ale spilt on her pink outfit.
No.
Akis, how much gold do you have in your pockets?
I was literally just about to say that I want to keep hold of my quest.
Yeah. So
had 3 gold, 2 silver, and 6 copper. I'm assuming I don't have that anymore.
All in the same pouch, I imagine, yeah?
All in the same pouch.
Yeah, that pouch is no longer on your body. As you reach for it, or where it would be, you're like, fuck.
Okay, I am going to actually. Is anyone? Yeah, I'm going to return his pouch to him. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually going to see if I can. Does anybody in the crowd look like
Shady?
Voice? No, shady.
Okay.
That's clear. That's clear. I'm shady. But are there any like fellas reveling in their like fame kind of thing, like there for attention?
Roll me a perception check. I would say this is also at disadvantage because of how crowded the bar is.
Disadvantage is like minus the.
No, just roll again and you take the lower of the 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was 15 and then it was 13.
13's still pretty decent. You don't notice that there's any like hero type figures. Like there's no one wearing full plate armor like yes telling an epic story. There is people wearing different types of armor, but it looks like armor that has seen heavy battle in a lot of areas, and it's just ragtag bits of chainmail and things like that. You do see probably in one of the corners with that roll, there is a person sat round at a table in the corner smoking a pipe, and like he has 2 big henchman type figures that are just telling people to piss off, and occasionally someone will like sit down next to him and they'll have a chat for 5 minutes or so, and then they'll get up and leave. So that's probably what catches you out, but he doesn't look like the hero type.
Does it look like the kind of Kibo type by any chance?
No, Kibo was a lot more refined and secretive. This
Yeah.
looks like
Okay, so
I'm
it's
an
like local
in-your-face thug mob boss.
Right.
This is my local. Everyone gives me space and respect here. I don't give a fuck kind of deal.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to him.
Okay,
And
you see like the people, like one is a half orc that's really beefy, and the other one is a Goliath that towers about 8 feet tall, and they immediately like put their hand out to you. What's your business?
just looking for some work, and I'm pretty sure that me and my friends, I'm not going to point at my friends, I have no fucking idea where they are. I'm pretty sure my friends and I can possibly offer some services to your boss here.
Where you from? That accent's not from around here.
Not from around here. And I'm really friendly, but not like.
Roll me a
not
persuasion check.
Okay. Not a great persuasion check. 13.
13's still like okay. Well, tell me what you want. What can you do? I don't want to waste my boss's time. You can see the boss is just like leant back, smoking his pipe. Like big bearded figure. He's got a hood up.
Surely your boss is a very busy man and doesn't have time to deal with a lot of the problems that come his way. Me and my team can potentially help with some of those problems.
And who are you and your team called?
Mountain Breakers.
I've never heard of you.
That's because we're not from around here.
Looks over his shoulder and goes, Boss, there's a little sapling that wants some work. He looks up. Interesting. Let her through. I'm not busy at the moment. And the Goliath steps aside and
I kind of saunter over.
and you're like, he like gests for you to sit opposite him, not like a friendly sit next to me, but more of a
Yeah.
sit opposite me. I want to take you in and measure you.
Yeah, I just sit back, like, cross my legs, like, you seem like a very busy man. Are you having a good evening? Day? It is evening, isn't it? By the time we got
Yeah. It's about 10 at night. He looks up at you, and now you can see as he puffs on his smoke, the amber light hits his face. He's got reddish tinctured features, curved horns that peak just above the hood, and he's a tiefling fellow. But one of the horns is quite splintered and cracked is the first thing you notice, because that sticks out from his hooded figure a little bit. And he's like, well, what word can you do for me?
all sorts of work. We have, as I've mentioned here, fine friends. We've just arrived to the city. We've gained quite a reputation back home.
And you are?
We are the Mountain Breakers. And I'm going to give him my... Oh god, what shall I call myself? Just cry. I was gonna break up a name, but then that's gonna...
You were so close. You were so close to being
I know.
sued. So close.
I know.
He looks at you and goes,
I'm Karaya. Me and my friends are...
you say you got quite a name for yourself. I have contacts overseas, and I've never heard of no Mountain Breakers. That's quite a name to live up to.
Have you heard of the recent troubles? Well, depends where your contacts are, really.
Everywhere. Let's assume I know everything.
Okay, well, then you will eventually hear of us.
Where are you from?
Azoria. Heard of that place?
That's the world. You're in Azoria.
Like
Tristan. Yeah. We'll back play that a little bit, yeah. Tristan? Oh, where the war's going off.
Yep.
Are you fleeing the war? Is that why you're here?
Not exactly. Some work brought us this side.
Oh, you're already on a
seeing what
job. What job's that?
Well, it's a job we finished.
Oh, do tell.
I cannot disclose my previous employer. However, we are currently between jobs, and also, we have a fighter amongst our midst.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh god.
Just because he's like kind of insistent, and you're kind of trying to shrug him off.
11.
As you like saying, "Oh, I can't tell my contacts," the Goliath just looms behind you and then puts both his hands on your shoulders, and it like almost is like half your body, and he's like, "Oh no, I insist."
I'm going to. God, I really can't disclose who our hires were. Wait, what was the name of the shipping, the shipping friends of friends that got us here?
The Cyrus was the ship you sailed here on.
Yeah, who were they working for, if not for the princess?
They were working for the princess.
What was the actual, like, the Cyrus was the ship, but there was an organization with them, right?
No, they were working for the princess to smuggle her out of the city.
Okay.
But the princess is going to see the nobles that she knows here, which are the Godwin family. Which is all you know, really.
Okay, I'm not disclosing that we're working. We did some work for. I'm just gonna say we did work for some very rich people, and now we want something a little bit more exciting.
Has this bodyguard picked up Raya, or it's just?
No,
Or he's
she
just, like,
they sat in a
threatening
chair
you.
and he's just like threatening his posture, yeah. Not like intimidation, essentially. I would say, what as this conversation's going and going, we'll come back to it. What is everyone else doing? Because this is a good like 5 minutes or so that's passed now. You all looking for Karaya? I would say Akis made it back to the group and he's like, my money's been stolen, or whatever Akis would do.
Molly and I are not in the building anymore.
Oh, okay, so Velia would have accompanied you guys.
Yeah, we.
So I'm just stumbling around this building.
Velia's like, I'll send a message to them, right? I can do that. And you hear in your head, Akis, where are you? We're outside from Velia.
Do I know which direction it came from?
It's a message spell. It's just in your head.
Oh, it's message, so I can just
Yeah.
go. I'm between a smelly armpit and a butt sack. In the place. I'm lost. Help.
Akis is lost in there. Guys, I'm not going back in there. This is your two's domain. I've already got ale on my dress. Should we just wait outside for the?
Yeah, let's wait outside. I'm sure he'll find his way out here.
What are you doing, Bromir?
He's a resourceful fellow.
Oh no.
I rolled a 12 for perception. Do I see Karaya?
I would say if you're inside and you were actively searching for her, after the 5 minutes or so they've been conversation, you do stumble upon the table and the Goliath sort of like looming over the back of her, and she's engaged in a very heated conversation. Not heated, but like intense conversation with a shadowy figure in the corner.
I'll
Yeah, you also see this Akis after a while as well.
So, do I see Akis? I'm gonna make my way over to the table.
Yeah, I would say you've been both knocked about a little bit, and then
Okay.
they're kind of in
So
a separate corner.
We'll make eye contact, and I'll just give like a bit of a serious nod, and I'll have my axe. I'll casually toss it onto my shoulder,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk over to the.
Don't bring a keys. Don't bring a keys.
Cry. You okay over here?
Oh yes, making new friends, and I also get the dude who's got the arms on my shoulders. I'm like, just a little lower, please.
I'll walk up with the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
As Bromir and
Did you
Akis
like
approach,
twins?
as Bromir and Akis approach, he releases his grip on you and then turns around to see them. As his intimidation was already over, and it kind of detracts from the conversation a little bit and helps you. And they're like, "Oh, more of your friends?"
A few of them. As I was saying, although I cannot, as much as I would love to, disclose the exact details of my previous employers, all I can say is that we arrived on a ship. What was it, 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah.
Did some sightseeing, and now we are quite interested to perhaps make some coin. And I'm sure you're a very busy gentleman, and you look like you've seen some mighty adventures yourself. I'm sure that maybe there's something knocking about for tourists like ourselves to perhaps dabble in. We've got a couple of tournaments and fights coming up that we would like to participate in. In the near future, and we've got some time to kill, so maybe we can help you.
Which tournament is this? Surely not the one at the Colosseum, unless your noble friend is managed to get you a space.
It's in the works.
All right. If I see your group in the Colosseum and you do well, come back here afterwards and maybe I'll have some work for you.
Do you have fighters in the Colosseum right now?
Maybe.
Wait. So, you're sponsoring some fighters?
No. She says you got a noble friend that's already sponsoring you, right? It's in the works?
No, it's in the
I
works.
didn't say about for us. I was just asking if you were sponsoring people.
I personally am not sponsoring them, but I have some friends that might be entering. Let's leave it at that. Obviously, I'm just a nobody. I can't really sponsor anybody. But I know people that might. And let's treat it as a test. If you do want to do some work for me, show me what you're capable of.
You know our name and my name. What's yours?
Sarzan.
Sarzan.
That's all you'll get.
Pleasure to meet you. Can we find you here in the future?
Yeah, I'll be here most days. If not, my friends that you've already met will probably be here, so.
And between now and the tournament, do you have any odd jobs for us?
No, let's see how you do in the tournament, and then I will be able to understand more what you can do for me.
All right. Well, see you soon.
All right.
As Karai gets up, she also pats the
Goliath
dude on the way back. Like
he smiles like jokingly. Good luck. At this point, do you try and make your way to the bar, or you just exit the establishment?
Well, since everybody else is outside.
That's like
I don't like this place.
Yeah.
I've been robbed already.
Yeah, you, one by one, you kind of push your way out. Eventually, after about 30 or so minutes pass of pushing through people, Vili's like, "Where have you all been? We've been out here in the cold for ages."
He's trying to get us a job.
Did you?
Potentially.
No.
This guy wants to see us in action in the tournament.
Okay, I mean...
But it looks like he might know Kibo.
I mean, that figures, right? Kibo probably knows a lot of people, so...
He might be
So
worth
we're not
contacting.
entertaining this, right?
Huh?
So we're not entertaining this, right?
Of course we're entertaining this.
He's with Kibo.
You don't know that.
I mean, if he is, we already have an in with Kibo. For the most
already-
part, I mean,
We already pissed him off. We
don't know that.
Wait,
Oh,
how did,
I know that.
how did we piss Kibo off?
Because
Stealing his bounty.
We stole his bounty, and we refused to hijack the ship that contained his bounty.
Yeah, you had the option of bringing the princess back to him for the reward and the favor, and you didn't. you.
We
Sorry.
had
He told us to take over the ship, and I told him to fuck off.
we had a very good excuse, and that excuse was the fact that we were in deep shit as we were trying to hijack the ship.
Well, I mean, you
something.
could just say to him, "Hey, do you want a big old fucking Goliath undead prick coming to your establishment and killing you all?" I'm sure, it would have been fine if you
Exactly.
told him that.
Exactly. We had good reasons for not coming back.
He doesn't need money. Look at him.
So you all find yourself around 11 o'clock in the evening at this point, stood outside the lovely siren, which has got somehow even busier. And it's just like spills of people just outside the tavern now, just shouting and singing and dancing, and a couple that are just like pushing each other, like, you shoved me inside.
I'm gonna perceive, lol. I've just rolled a perception of 23.
Okay, what for?
A nice easy mark with a wallet hanging out.
Okay, you see someone that's distracted with what you think is a coin purse. You roll me a sleight of hand check if you're going to swipe it.
Oh boy, 12.
This surely can't go wrong.
Well, luckily they were drunk, so they had disadvantage. You do swipe it and they don't see.
Sweet. And now we get the fuck out of here and to the next inn.
All right, where are we going?
What's the closest inn? Is it the Lifehouse or?
You don't know. I'll bring up my notes.
We could always go past your favorite place that you wanted to visit.
Stab Alley.
In this area, I will say in this area, there is no other taverns that you're aware of.
Oh god.
Other than the Heroes Hall to the north, but you don't know what kind of that is.
Well, I mean, at this rate, Velia, why don't we just head outside the walls and you can set up a little cabin for us, if you will. Magic tent.
Oh, my circle? Yeah, I mean, we can do. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's free,
Outside of
right?
Duskgate?
Why, you gonna set it up in the middle of the street here?
I mean, I could.
You could.
What is Shallow Root? We're like right outside it.
Shallow Root.
Uh-huh.
Let me look a look. Shallow Root is a little pocket of grassy tree area like you saw down here, but not as big. And it looks like it has a number of different like shops outside of it that are all shut up due to the nighttime. And you see like drunken patrons from the lovely siren have now gone and took over half of that place and are just sat in the grass drinking. But it looks like probably herbalist shops, some flower shops and things like that. What would be open in the day?
Alright, well, shall we head out of the Dusk Gate and just set up camp somewhere around there?
Sure.
Fun, nice little corner.
Head that way. What is the Lifehouse? As we're going down that street, just kind of glance over and see what it is.
You see a lot of women and men outside, just in enticing clothes outside, and you,
let's go there.
you immediately know it's probably a brothel.
Let's go there.
Oh. I am walking past.
You can do some.
I can see
I'm
Rune
looking
sweating from
respectfully.
back.
Yeah, Rooney's just immediately sweating as one of the persons like, "Oh hey, you want to come in?
I mean, the kids can't help it still.
How about your friends?"
Things can
What?
speak for themselves. Good night.
Why are they dressed the way they are? What's going on here?
Oh,
They-
poor
Be
kids.
more innocent child.
Karai just straight up says they sell sex and information. Actually, a good place to visit later.
for the information, right?
For whatever you want.
Your cities are weird.
Does your city not have anything like that?
I come from a small village. No, we don't have anything like that.
So, as you get your way to the Dust Gate, you see guards. They kind of take you in and look at you a little bit strangely as you're going forward, but they don't stop you or talk to you unless you want to engage with them. And you head out into Dustside, where now you see it's almost like empty streets. It's eerily quiet.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna ask the guards.
Okay.
To tell me a little bit about this lovely area of Duskside.
It's not really a lovely area. It's kind of where a lot of the Mist-Touch live. It's kind of creepy if you ask me, but I hate getting station guard here, but yeah.
Is it relatively safe aside from being creepy?
Well, I mean, they're not gonna rob you or anything. They hardly have any energy to walk about, so...
Good enough for us. Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, folks, let's go!
And you do see there is the odd Mist-Touch around that are just maybe don't have a house and is just perched on the street corner asking for coin. The occasional horse and cart comes through, but is usually on a path directly to the Dust Gate, and it's like they've just approached from this side of the city and don't want to walk all the way around the city, so they take the shortest route to get into the main city. But yeah, there's this just quietness throughout the streets that is kind of unnerving and unsettling, as you just came from a place that was rammed and bustling with noise, and it's just two oddly crazy contrasts bouncing off each other. But yeah. Velia's like, you want me to set it up here?
I thought we were going like out of town.
Yeah.
Are there any houses empty, like visibly empty houses that we can essentially just squat in?
Roll me. How are you searching the house?
Like, if, I don't know, anything that looks like run down and essentially.
A lot of them do look run down. Like, more than not, most houses here look like there's elements of them falling apart. Some don't even have doors.
One that looks like most stable, that we can essentially set the tent in. So
roll me a perception check or investigation. Investigation is if you're actively like peeking your head through the windows that might be broken or something, but a perception if you're just looking.
Okay, investigation 13.
You find one that doesn't have any lights on. It's not odd. There is other ones on the street that don't have any lights on, and it's dusty and has some loose furniture in it. The door is kind of hanging half off its hinges, blowing in the kind of slow wind there is. You don't see anyone downstairs. There is this upstairs to this building, but it's quite small still. This is creepy,
just set
guys.
up a tent here, or set up a ward on this.
Yeah,
place.
I can put the dome up like on the ground floor, maybe over there.
I'll do a quick check of upstairs and make sure there's nothing
It's
awkward.
gonna go with her.
Okay, yeah, you both creep upstairs and the floorboards like feels like they're gonna fucking cave in as you're like going up the stairs.
Nice, cozy.
In the corner, you see that as you come up the stairs, you're greeted by like 4 yellowish eyes as 2 Mist-Touch are in the corner, just like laid down, sleeping, and their eyes awaken to your presence. They don't say anything, they just glare at you like creepily in the back. They don't move, they're just looking at you.
Hello? Do these things talk? I'm gonna take my knife out.
Okay.
This is not gonna go well.
I don't know. I don't know. It's there.
She hasn't killed anything in weeks.
I know.
Murder
It's a new
hobos.
record.
I haven't killed in weeks.
Literal murder hobos, chat.
we stayed so good until now.
So you're at the top of the stairs, and these two figures have like, they move slightly to like meet you and look at you, but they're not saying anything. They're just looking at you. They're like frail humanoid figures with bones showing and
Yeah, okay, this
wearing
is creepy.
rags.
Nope.
I'm gonna walk over and sit next to them.
As you approach Akis, they're like in harmony, just go, "Get out!"
Careful, the mist ones will hear you.
As you roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Yes. You say intimidation?
With advantage, yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell no! 11 and a 1.
They just get out in this like raspy, eerily voice.
I feel kind of bad for them, but also kind of
No, we should just leave.
yeah. All right, let's head out of here. This is weird.
I had my fun.
Although, do you want to put them out of their misery?
God.
Not really.
All right, let's
Listen,
go.
you are moaning at me for causing so much attention to our group, and you want to
Yeah, that
come
was
into
in
their-
the city.
Yes, but this is their home.
We don't know that. Anyway, let's go. Stomp downstairs.
As I'm walking out, I just say, "Listen, we're sorry. We're just trying to find shelter," and I walk out. Oh no, I just walk out.
Don't say anything. You go down the stairs. They're not following you at all. Like, you probably could stay downstairs if you want to. Like,
Yeah,
you don't know.
I turned to Velia. I was like, we could literally live here, and they would not be able to even push us.
She's like,
but
I heard that weird voice upstairs. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Don't worry about it. It's just the floorboards making weird creaking noises. Can you just get your dome up? And we'll go inside.
Down here in
No,
the
we're not doing
house?
it here. No.
Yes, fine.
No.
There's no one here. There's no one here.
No.
Roll me deception check.
I'm not living here. I'm not sleeping here.
I'm just like staring at it. He's like, the fuck.
Delia, let's just find a place.
There's
outside.
literally no one here.
You got 22. They were whispering, so you guys are out the front. Probably, you probably wouldn't have heard the voices.
It's empty.
Unless Karaya says something.
Cry is very like openly just like, dude, what? No, let's just set up camp like wait, hold on. Where are we?
Outside
At
of
its
city
level.
limits,
Like
out here.
no. Let's just head
Let's find a
down
little like tree grove or something.
Here?
here. Yeah, somewhere around
Okay.
here.
Yeah, you go up there and the grass is kind of overgrown and you're walking through this neighborhood. It's so quiet and you see guards walking with torches along the wall back at you that are just doing their general perimeter. There's odd lantern lights flickering but then like burn out. Like no one's really taking due care of them too much. You find like a pit of grass and set up the dome. And yeah. You all have a warm space within the dome, although it be creepy outside.
I'm gonna stay up for watch first round. We definitely need watch here. Akis, you're definitely not staying up on
Well-
night watch again.
Well, nothing
I
can
was
get
just about
inside
to
the
ask.
dome, so
Huh?
as long as you're inside the dome, you're safe. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say like, can someone like time me to them so that I don't know if some weird shit happens again. At least someone knows.
Well, I was going to
Mhm.
suggest, Velia, you don't need much sleep anyways, right? 4
uh,
hours or something?
yeah.
I mean, at the very least, perhaps one of us could keep an eye on you, and then I can take first watch, and then if anything weird happens to you, then we'll wake the others, see where it goes.
Yeah, sounds
right.
good. I'll be second. It's
Well,
pretty late into the night anyway, so.
If Phileas sleeps now, then I can just take 4-hour watch, and then Phileas can cover the rest. You can get a full rest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, and she'll head to sleep. So, whoever's on watches, so it's Bromir first watch, right? And Akis is up with you. Are you helping Akis?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You can both roll me perception checks, or Bromir can have advantage, whatever you want to do.
I can just give Bromir advantage.
Thank you for that advantage. And sorry, that was perception?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It's lifeless out here. It is so creepy. And if it weren't for how creepy and unsettling it was, you probably would have fallen asleep just due to nothing happening. It's like the air is even stagnant around here and like matches and mirrors the environment. But you do see occasional like crows going by and the guards like walking the walls every now and again, but nothing drastic happens. Who's next on watch?
6-second watch.
Okay.
I can go.
So we'll do Sophie second and you third, yeah? Oh no, because Vili was doing it. Vili will go do the one with you, Bloodbuffy. So Rune, roll me a perception check. Akis, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh hell yeah!
8. 11. A couple of hours into your watch, Rune, just before Velia is steering, but on the edge, really, Akis's eyes just go yellow. And he just stands up and starts walking forward. Oh, I can't hear you, so
Where you going?
he doesn't respond.
I shake Bromir awake.
Yeah?
Our friend is taking a walk.
Is he?
I run up and tackle him.
Bold move.
Roll me a strength check, and Akish, you can use acrobatics or athletics.
Ooh, that was a good one. I like acrobatics.
And also roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
23 on that one.
8.
8.
I get my previous rolls up. So I rolled 16 on the acrobatics and 23 on the wisdom save.
I can see it. So he wiggles free, but as you do, you shunt him and like knock him down the hill that you've set up on, and Akish, you come like consciousness, like.
What are you doing?
What's that?
What? I'm
Where
not
are
allowed
you
to stretch
going?
my legs?
Where are you going?
I'm just stretching
You
my
wouldn't-
legs.
You didn't respond. Your eyes got all glazed over yellow.
Yeah, you have no memory, Akish, of like getting up and walking out. There's like a gap of like 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like stumbling out of the tent trying to get my boot on.
Yeah.
Just like awkwardly. What's going on over here?
That wakes me up.
Yeah, you're all awake at this point.
The case is trying to wander off, and I don't know what he's doing.
What
I'm
the
not
hell,
doing anything.
Akis?
I'm just here.
Do you remember where you were going or what you were doing?
No, I was probably stretching my legs.
Probably.
It's cramped in here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is weird, guys.
Roll a deception check, Akis. Because you know you have like that time period gap living, and you're trying to actively deceive the group. Yeah,
What time is it?
It's probably around 1, 2 in the morning at this point. And yeah, you all know Akis is just full of shit. Like he's kind of disorientated. His body language is just like, you know, when you wake up from a nap and you're all kind of like all over the place a little bit. You guys know he's full of shit.
Okay, I vote that tomorrow night we tie him the fuck up.
I mean, that is what he asked for the first time. So yeah, it's,
Yeah, he said
What do
tether
you
him to someone else. I'm saying we just tie him up.
oh,
What if
yeah.
I need? What if I need to defend myself?
From
We'll
who?
defend you.
I don't know.
Well, it'll be faster to cut
This
you
place
loose.
is weird. You've got people standing on the street corner in weird clothing. This is strange. Anything could happen here.
Nah, I'm not buying it.
I'm going back to bed.
Everyone can roll me a perception check before you go back to bed.
15.
17.
4.
He's just tired.
I'll roll for
Come
Velia.
to me with your share case of draw.
Velia, yeah. Akis, you rolling perception? Oh, you got 5. Oh no, that's deception. You rolling a perception check, Akis, or you're not bothered?
I wasn't sure if I was involved in that.
Yeah, you can. Everyone.
Perception.
Yeah. So Rune and Velia, you both notice, like 100 or so meters away, just on the edge of your dark visions, really. Before it fades into black, on the edges of the street corners around, there's probably a good 10 sets of yellow eyes, beady, just watching you, not moving.
Creepy. Is it
What?
everyone still awake at this point?
Yeah, it's just as you're all like, you and Velia are just watching, and then everyone else is just turned around to go back to bed. Velia just looks around and they're like, they're not staring at me or you. They're staring at Akis.
What are you guys talking about?
I think there's people down there.
People?
The inflicted people.
Oh, they can see us, right?
I'm gonna look at wherever they're staring at. Do I see it at this point?
Yeah, it takes your eyes a second to adjust, but after they point it out, you can see that now there's like 10 or so sets
shit.
of yellow beady eyes, just like different areas of the corner, like just kind of different areas of the streets, like just in ahead of you, no one behind you or on the hill or anything like that, but just like where the edge of the ruined houses are. If you were all here, they're like just on the street corners. You see a couple looking out the windows, but they're all kind of like eerily looking towards Akis, like as he's off to the side, their vision is gauged that way rather than towards the rest of the group.
You mentioned yellow eyes. Is it the same as those guys?
You never seen his eyes. I think only Rune saw his eyes as he noticed it.
No, but I heard
Oh.
I heard Rune saying because he described
yeah.
that
Sorry.
his eyes glazed over yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Rune, did it look like those?
Might be. They're pretty far away. But yeah, it's similar.
Keith,
Do you know anything about this?
You've not,
Has this
you've
happened
not
before?
come into contact with the mists, have you?
Not I know of. I was
Where
going to
were you
look in
last
another
night?
direction. I don't know. It's some place doing some shit. I don't know. And I'm just going to look at like the general direction of where all these eyes are, and I can see up to 120 foot in the dark. Trying to
Yeah.
like see these like what are they?
They're just the mist touched. They're just blank, expressionless, just odd places. Some are like looking out of windows, but they're just all like staring, like arms down at the side, just like watching you.
I don't think they like that comment I made about the mists. Hearing them.
Tell them.
It's not
Tell them.
just the 2 people, it's like 10 or so. Just random.
Maybe they just want to be friends.
You don't believe that.
Of course I don't believe that. There's 10 creepy people out there staring at me. What do you think? Of course I don't mean that. It's weird.
Let's get back into the safe dome.
You all one
Wait,
by
can
one. Oh, God.
Can I see us in the dome? Is that why they're staring at us?
No, the dome is like a pink shield from the outside. It's just in this grim, Diablo-esque kind of ruined house. There's darkest dungeon kind of dilapidated, that kind of word. I can't speak today.
Dilapidated.
That's the one. Houses. There's just this pink dome kind of in the middle of this, on the top of this hill, grassy
That
knoll.
could be why they're staring at us.
Get
Giant
in
pink dome.
the dome.
Yes, Mum.
Do they stop staring once he goes back in, or are they still like...
Roll me another perception check. It's yours, this can be your watch as well, because you're up for your watch now.
Yeah.
So. Velia will assist you, so you get advantage.
On to bed.
19.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, after about 5 or so minutes after you guys re-enter the dome, the eyes just disappear one by one. And it goes dark on the horizon again.
Keith, they were definitely looking for you. That's weird.
They'd be looking for me.
Velia looks at you, Akis, and she's like, "What's happening? What?"
I don't know, maybe it's some weird shit that you said you saw that monk person staring at me earlier when I went near the barrier. Maybe it's some fucking weird monks coming at me.
No, that was different. That's not like this.
Keith, what are you not telling us? And what happened
is that
last
still?
night?
I don't know.
Where did
I was
you
at
wake up?
some-
What happened? When? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up?
I don't know, some... Oh god, this is gonna sound really bad, like I murdered someone.
Did you?
Did you murder somebody?
No,
I'm lying down already, and I'm close. I'll just open one eye like this.
I'm completely passed out.
Yeah, I would say.
I know
literally
some
stuff.
fucking ruins and like shit collapsed and there was like dried blood and I don't know, it was weird.
Ruins.
Yeah, I'm like the outskirts of town, like the other side where we are now.
Maybe we should go all there tomorrow and check them out. Maybe. Did you kill somebody?
No, I didn't kill someone.
Sounds like you did.
Is there blood on my rapier? No.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, no, did I kill someone?
Karaya and Velia will roll insight, and Bromir, if you are still listening to this conversation, roll an insight check.
Alright, you know what I rolled.
No.
I know what you rolled.
Sake.
I'm just lying here.
Okay.
Half asleep.
Yeah, you guys believe him that he had no blood on his rapier.
That's
Well,
weird.
something's definitely happening to you because it's not happening to us, right? So, have you? And you did that weird thing on the ship as well, right?
What weird thing on the ship? What weird thing?
One night I saw you on the mast, right?
Oh yeah, I was just building like a little shrine for back home.
I looked at it when you weren't there. It wasn't for back home.
What was it? What'd you see,
What
Velia?
did-
What'd you see?
I don't know what I saw. That's
What
why
do
I'm
your
a-
elf eyes see?
I'm asking him what he carved into the mast.
So, okay, I'll be honest. You know how Rune has like his patron, he's got his religion.
Yeah.
It's just like a little shrine to my religion. That's all. It's nothing mischievous.
What religion would that be?
The shrine of Akis.
You think yourself Wait. You think yourself
No.
a god?
No, it's a shrine of a key stuck is a shrine for me, not about me, but for me, like for me to worship.
But
Who's worship?
who are you worshipping? Because there was that time in the when we were underground and like we were about to get attacked, and you knew we were getting attacked, and then your arm went all funny. You remember?
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, but who
Yes, but
told?
Akisa
How did
doesn't-
you know that?
The one that I prayed to told me.
Who do you pray to?
I don't know. It's just some weird thing.
What?
Do you hear
weird-
voices?
Do you?
No,
Oh,
that didn't sound convincing.
I thought that was.
This weird stuff's happening more and more though. Like now we're here, and it only happened last time when you touched the shard, right?
Yeah, but I've not touched a shard. That I know of.
Wait, who has the shard right now? I have the shard in my.
I think you've got the shard.
Yes.
In the bag.
Does Ophelia have the shard in the bag? Does she have the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's in the bag.
That's DM question to the group. Like, 'cause I'm not looking,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
who's carrying it. But yeah.
I mean, do you want me to check your bag?
No. Go near my bag.
I mean, I can check your bag and go touch the shard.
Nope.
No, I know the shard's in there as Ophelia, not as Apollos. Well, something's going on, and look, we just want to help you, I guess. So
Also, you're going to endanger all of us if you don't know what's going on and you keep waking up with blood on yourself.
yeah, but he said he didn't kill anyone. I kind of believe him. So
Eh, the blood must have come from somewhere, right?
It
yeah.
was probably already there. I don't know. It's some weird old ruin. I mean,
Listen,
you've seen the state of this area. It was near the gladiator pit thing, you know. It's maybe someone got into a fist fight or something and just bloody nose blood. I don't know.
maybe, but you sleepwalked out of the city and woke up at...
Have you ever sleepwalked before? Like when we were in Tristan? Or where are you from? You're not from Tristan, right?
No, from over the border.
You're Acer, yeah? So, did you ever sleepwalk there when you were at home?
Not that I know of, but I mean, do you sleepwalk? Do you know if you sleepwalk? If you sleepwalk? I don't know.
Definitely
I
don't wake up in various places after falling asleep in other places. So that pretty much narrows it down.
All right.
Okay.
I'm looking for answers. Okay.
Well,
I
right.
have a feeling
we can
that
help, maybe.
whatever's
It's
happening has something to do with the mists, and I want an answer. I want to know what's going on.
And we will get to the bottom of it, but the more we know as a group, the better.
So that's why you said it before you want to go explore the mist, right?
Yeah. There's something going on there. The guy that's been helping all of us, or the thing that's been helping all of us, has answers, and that's where the answers are.
Has it been helping?
I mean, it has saved us countless times, is it not?
It warned us once.
How much does it talk to you?
Like every night, honestly.
What?
It's kind of nice.
My dude, that sounds weird as hell. And what kind of conversations do you have with it? And why have you not mentioned this before? Does it have a name?
It.
The voice you talk to?
I don't know. Let me ask it. Hey, voice, do you have a name?
There's no response.
Maybe he's sleeping. I don't know.
Okay. Well, maybe you know, Rune can do magic that can like talk to people from like far away, right? So maybe in the morning we just ask him, and maybe he'll know. I'm gonna meditate
who?
though. Rune.
Yeah, who's Rune gonna ask?
I don't know. He does like communication from a long way away. I can only do communication like close, but maybe Rune's god will know more. The chess god, right? That's Velia. She's probably just like.
Sounds right. Yeah, that's the one.
Trying to play Ditzy Velia, guys.
She's the perfect idiot savant.
I'm gonna go meditate. Karaya, you've got watch, right?
Yep.
Okay. She's awake, but she's meditating, so she's listening. So unless you want to ask anything else specifically, you got a 19 for your perception check. Is there anything else that you want to specifically ask or discuss before we move on to the next day?
Can we just not tie me up? It's kind of degrading.
Keith, we trust you, but we trust you, and by the sounds of it, there's something else inside you, and it's not got your best interests at heart. So we're not tying you up, we're tying whatever the hell takes over you up.
I don't think anything takes me over.
Well, you didn't make the decision to leave town last night. Something else did. And what if you wander off and get into trouble and we're not there to help?
Yeah, I suppose. You're right.
I'm sorry. We'll get down to the bottom of this.
Okay. DM question to Akis, just because of the nature of that conversation.
Yeah.
Title this a private conversation between you and me. Would Akis let whatever it is just take control whenever it happens, or would you still do a wisdom saving throw?
I would probably fight it every time.
Okay, that's just
until I knew what the intentions were, I'd probably fight it every time.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So 19 for your perception, Karaya. You don't notice anything else for the night. It's just as eerily and dark and strange as Bromia's watch. Until the sun rises in the morning, and the dome just magically drops because the time's been up. And you're all woken up suddenly by the cold-ish rush of the morning dew air. Even though it's summertime, mornings still kind of get a little bit chilly since you're close to the ocean. And you're all abruptly woken up as the temperature changes. But right there is where we'll go take our break for 5 minutes. And then we'll come back for our second half. Creepy creepiness, everybody. Hell yeah. Yeah. We'll be back soon. Go get some drinks.
Scary skeletons.
Hell yeah. And we'll see you soon. Just gonna go run a break. And yes, be right back. Hello! We are coming back from break. Go check out the links in the chat, guys, to all the cast's Twitter, and there you can find more links to their socials, as well as our music. We're not sponsored by these people that make music. They just make awesome music, and in their terms and conditions, they allow us to use it for free as long as we don't monetize and stuff. They're fine with, like, subs and stuff like that, but yeah, no, like, crazy ad monetization and stuff. So yeah, it works out perfect. Hello! I think we just waited on Karaya to come back, but we will resume for now with our cast. So in the morning, you all wake up, the sun warms everything up, and the day is yours. You have the fighting tournament at the Heroes Hall is tomorrow night. So you have another day and a half to do whatever you wish, although you currently find yourselves still in this creepy, eerie, dark place. Now, there is more traffic of footfall, of people getting up and doing their daily activities, whatever they might be, but the majority of people around here are mist-touched, and they don't seem to be doing anything particular. But yes.
Just say majority.
What's that?
Say the majority of the people here.
Yeah, like the vast majority of people. The only people that
So
aren't.
that means there's some that aren't.
Yeah, the only people that aren't are probably the people that are heading towards or from the Dust Gate and out into whatever wilderness beyond. They don't look like they're going into any homes here or doing any business here. They're just like using the main roads as a shortcut or a way to travel or whatever. So yeah, group, what are we doing? What's the plan for today?
Well, the guys wanted to go check out that weird place I ended up at some point, right? So I guess we could go there.
Yep.
It's like on the side of the city where you need to roughly be anyway, so...
So are you going back through the city, or are you having a long trek around?
I also just walk straight through the city, right? It's probably a bit quicker. I know, because then we have to deal with that annoying bridge where we have to wait.
Yeah, it depends. There's the river does cause a delay in traveling, and there's people, so you're not moving like full fast. But if you wanted to like have a good jog around or a brisk walk, you go around. But you probably gather it's probably going to take the same amount of time, whichever you want to do. Maybe a little bit longer going around, but you don't know. It depends how long you have to wait while traveling over the crosswater bridge of the river.
Now, just a bit of advice, but when we walk back through that shitty area, keep an eye on your coin.
Oh, you got robbed?
Yeah, someone fucking stole my coin purse, and now, well, I've got nothing.
It's okay, I've got an extra and I'll give him the one I pinched last night. By the way, how much gold was in that?
In that is 1 gold, 5 silver coins, and a couple of copper.
Cool, sweet. Here, have that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That gave me a nice little bit of it, thank you.
Boom, fenced.
So now the person the guards are looking for has a stolen coin purse. Nah, it's just a generic coin purse. It doesn't show up red in your inventory or anything as stolen.
You cannot barter these goods.
Yeah.
They're contraband.
So who's leading the group today? Akisa, you leading them since you know where you're going? Because yeah.
Yeah, I'll like point out where on the map, and then we'll just make a route through the heart of the city.
Well, you just draw a route with the pencil, and we'll...
Okay.
Since it's a big city.
We've not been around this way yet, so let's go.
Yeah, that's the main road as well, so it's probably the fastest route.
God, I don't know if that's a crossing down there. So we'll go this way.
Crossing's here. Yeah. There's a crossing there, even if there's not one.
Which way?
Yeah.
Right, it'd be like up this way.
Yep.
Through and up.
All right. Just having a quick look at the map, everyone. Is there anything you want to stop off on the way? But you do go past, or briefly past the Heroes Hall, and you see it from the outside. It's kind of like a largish complex, but yeah.
I was gonna say maybe since we're passing it, when's the fight tonight?
It's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so since we're passing it, should I maybe register?
Yeah. You do see as well, Rune, you would probably spot it, is this huge temple that is like, it's probably one of the biggest cathedral / temples you've ever seen, and it's like made out of this like white stone that contrasts differently from all the other stone and buildings in the area. Is probably what you notice going out, and obviously you see the twins and from the other side now in all their glory and all the nobility houses. But yeah, you stop off at the Heroes Hall, or
yeah, I mean we need to get you registered, right? So
yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, there's someone at the door, even though it's quite early. The tavern's not open yet, and there's a bunch of different buildings that are a part of this kind of complex. But the main bit is the tavern at the front. And yeah, you see the half-orc fellow that was nailing up the poster and gave you the information. He's like, "Oh, hey, you. The fight's not for tomorrow. I know you said you guys were popping around."
Yeah,
right?
we were just passing by. Actually, we got somewhere else to be, but we'll be back for tomorrow. I figured we'll just get the registration out of the way while we're here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Let me get that for you. And he just wait here a sec. The tavern's not open yet or anything. He comes out with like a book, and he's like, "So, who's watching and who's wanting to partake? Do you know how this kind of works?"
No. No, I
what
mean,
you
I've
tell
been
us.
to fights before, but obviously you mentioned it was sort of a...
So our establishment's
Like,
quite
right?
a unique flavor and a unique taste. So on these nights, a lot of nobles and people that want to make bets and things like that, they come and they watch from the second floor of the tavern, and everyone who's partaking stays on the first floor. And essentially, you all fight. But there's some rules to it. If you want to watch, it's 15 gold to watch, and then any bets you do inside is just up to you. If you want to partake, it's a 1 gold entrance fee, and then there is a pot for the last person standing, but there could be multiple standing. We'll see. People do join in kind of like groups, but it gets kind of chaotic in there. You usually end up just fighting someone random anyway. So I can go through the rules now if you want, but we'll say them on the day anyway. But
Yeah, I'll just wait for then. That's fine. I'll put
Alright.
in my entry fee now.
all right, 1 gold.
Yep.
It's just generic stuff. So first rule, I don't know if any of you, any points of view, looks like she might know magic or something. No fire magic and no magic that'll destroy the building, okay? We do have a license to hold these kind of things, but it has to be contained within the walls of the building. No fighting upstairs, because that's where everyone's watching from and the nobility are. No fighting at the bar. The bar is located downstairs. It could get hit by like an arrow or something, that's fine, or people are quite versed in hiding behind it when the event happens, but no damage at the bar or at the medical room. That's the back. There's kind of a cornered off medical room where if you fall unconscious or someone's dying, people have died, by the way. People have died. That's where there's like medical staff that are trained and they'll drag you off to. That's another one. Don't fuck with the medical staff. They're just there trying to do a job. So yeah. There's also a couple of guards that are like blocking you off from going upstairs where the nobles are and people are watching from. Don't fight with the guards. They're all in the same uniform. You'll be able to see them. No projectiles aimed at the second floor. No fighting until the bell rings. And if the bell rings again, there's no fighting after that. You stop what you're doing. And that's pretty much it. It's just some loose guidelines to make sure a bar brawl goes out of hand. But you can use your weapons, you can use magic, use whatever you want.
It's quite the bar brawl.
Try not to kill people, you know. If you see someone gets knocked unconscious, don't just be like, I'm going to decapitate you. That's bad etiquette, we would say. And you'd probably be banished or something, you know. But if someone's a pussy and they get knocked out of the head and they die, then it's kind of on them. There is kind of like a waiver you have to sign, and he hands you like a contract that's really well written up. It's like just a lot of words in common that you just really probably don't want to read through. And he's like, yeah, you sign one of these. Even the people that are watching sign one of these. So if you die, then you can't, you know, we're not at fault. That's pretty much it.
I just scribble on it and pass it back.
All right. Have you paid your gold?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Anyone else? You let me know what you're paying, or if you're wanting to watch, or what.
So this is today, yeah?
There's kind of a loophole here, and I'm kind of interested in how I can exploit it.
What loophole?
Well, there's no projectiles allowed to be aimed at the second floor, right?
Yeah, that's where the viewers are. Yeah.
Alright, what if I just fucking fly up by the ceiling and just shoot Eldritch Blast down at people?
Well, they can shoot up at you, but you're not allowed to go up because it's like a staircase. You're not supposed to go up the stairs, essentially. But people can fly, but you're free for all. But if you're using the patrons as shields, if people miss you, then yeah, you'll be DQ'd and told to get out or whatever.
I guess I'll just borrow some gold and spectate.
Okay.
Tempted to take part.
I mean, this is a fight you can all take part in if you want to. But if not, I will say if you're not, then you'll just be watching the others fight, you know, because that's what you signed up for. But there's the option of watching or fighting. It's up to you. Beely is like...
Is that today?
It's tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'll
think about it. I might enter on the day. I didn't think
you've
better
had
armor.
enough time to think. Come on, sign up.
Okay, fine. I'll sign up.
Okay, I'll sign up as well.
It's 1 gold, whatever.
1 gold from each of you, and you have to sign the contract as well.
So this is an interesting thing, right? Because originally I was going to enter the fight, 1, because I like fighting, but 2, to get some prize money, potentially, right? Because we're trying to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's 15 gold if you guys want to spectate from up there. But if you want to spectate down here, it's only 1 gold.
That's what I'm thinking, you know?
Yeah, I've only got 1 gold, so, you know.
So,
I'm joining the
enter
fight.
we shall.
Yep.
So everyone enters. Velia's like, oh, okay, but don't let me die. Turns gold.
Wait,
over.
Velia is only fire magic, right?
She has other magic.
Yeah, she has other stuff.
Alright.
Where is my
Nice.
talent stuff? Show my.
Have to give her something other than pink to wear, though.
Nah, that'll get her noticed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, don't you worry. There's a lot of people that stand out that attend these kind of things. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right.
Now, one last question.
Sure.
Is there any any rules against us working together?
No, it's just
enter together.
no. You can work together. Some people do that, but like it gets so chaotic that, you know, it's just if you can work together and stay as a group, then good on you. It gets pretty chaotic in there, so.
The mosh pit.
yeah, literally.
Okay. Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm a rogue.
All right.
Hide behind someone.
He asks for all your signatures on the contracts and files them away. I'll see you tomorrow then, I guess. Don't be late. Just get here for about sundown, and stuff kicks off a couple of hours after that. But you can drink until then, do whatever. Yeah.
Do you have, since it's sundown, do you guys have rooms available here as well? Upstairs?
Yeah, not in this complex, but he points there's a couple other rooms, like buildings that are part of this complex, and he's like, yeah, you can stop here as well. It's 2 gold a room, but we do have one that has got 5 beds in. It's 2 gold per person. A night.
All right.
Also,
if you're unconscious, we'll just take 2 gold out of whatever money you have, and just throw you in a bed, maybe in the stables. Yeah. But if you have a bed already set up, then we'll put you there. Win-win.
Yeah, you guys want to book a room while we're here?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay, so one person can knock off 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 gold, or you can pay 2 gold each. But one of you.
Is it one room per person or?
No, it's a room for all of you, but it's 2 gold a bed essentially.
Okay, right.
Need to borrow some gold.
Someone's gonna have to pay.
I'll knock off what, 10?
Okay, yeah. If Karaya's covering it all, then that's 10 gold.
Karaya has no choice because everybody else is broke.
All right, we'll see you at sundown tomorrow. See you later. Unless you have any other questions.
No,
See you then.
good.
All right, bye. He just goes back to whatever he was doing. All right, so you guys head on the way to the temple. If you're not wanting to do anything in particular, let me know. But if not, we're just going to skip over to the temple up here. So yeah, the Sanctum Gate, and as you come out the Sanctum Gate, it looks like a normal kind of town. Normal commoners that might have live here or business doing their own thing, but it kind of gets a little bit slower as you're approaching. You see on like a hill a bunch of like monument stones that are set up that are probably like good 30 feet tall stones that are different shapes and sizes, all in a circle around this like ruined temple. What are you all doing?
Is that where you woke up?
Yeah, like I woke up in the middle of this place. And I don't know. This is where I was.
Okay, DM, are there still any random people around us?
At this time of day, because it's probably taking you it's probably a good like 3 in the afternoon as you've traversed across the entire city. Yes, there's a couple of people around in various bits, and they look like they're in different forms of prayer or mourning or thinking. It's kind of that somberness.
I'm gonna grab someone who doesn't look like they're, in mourning, or too meditative, and ask them to tell me a little bit about the temple thing, what it worships, what it's about. I'm a tourist. What do I know? Sightseeing. What up?
Tell me your secrets.
Just trying to find some like fitting music,
What was that?
This'll do, I suppose.
Little Pete's.
So, yeah, you find someone that is kind of here because it's like essentially a place of mourning, you gather. But yeah, you find someone that's not too crying or anything like that, and they're like, can I help you?
Yeah, me and my friends were just passing through the area. We were wondering if you could tell us a little bit about this temple.
It's not a temple anymore. It's just people don't really know a lot of what building it used to be, to be honest. We figure from what we've learned that it was a temple of sorts, but it's just a place where us locals, if we've lost someone to the mist, we place a candle here to remember them by.
The mist? Wow.
Yeah, the mist to the north.
And so everyone here is
yeah, and as you guys,
a loved one?
you guys are still on the outskirts, but as you like look into it now, there's just hundreds and maybe even 1,000 or 2 like candles, and there's like I explained to Keith last session, there's just like little pathways carved through, but then there's just like huge amounts of just candles at different stages of burning, and then there's these huge monuments where people have like carved names into them and things like that, like different elements. It's quite the setting, to be fair.
That's
It's good to know I did put all those candles there now. I'm not completely insane.
That's crazy. The amount of people.
Yeah, some of these candles can be 100, 200 years old. There's like some people that work this specific area just to keep it like memorialized for people, I guess, and they top them up and things like that. But yeah, it's been here for a few centuries now, I think. So it's been a lot of people that are foolhardy enough to go in there. and don't come back out.
Who has come back out except the mistouch? We've had the.
I don't really
luck
know
of
of anyone.
seeing-
You hear rumors that some people do come back, and they're not eager to go back. Let me tell you.
Where do
but
they go? Surely they would be classed as heroes in the town.
some people do hold them in high regard as kind of like a overcoming the difficulty and things like that. But I don't know any of them personally. You might be asking the wrong person here. I don't know. But yeah, when people talk about it, you do hear stories of some people coming back, and yeah.
Anyone in living memory come back recently?
Not that I know of, but you can ask around town and you might find some people. I'd look for people that look like they're good at surviving, I guess. Yeah. She looks at Bromia like people that, have weapons and look like they can handle themselves in a terrible place.
Okay. We will keep our eyes peeled. Thank you for your time.
That's all right. And there's not a lot of people here, to be fair. I would say it's a huge kind of area, like just think like of a castle grounds almost, that kind of sized area, and these monuments are huge. But yeah, I would say there's probably only like 10, 15 people dotted around that are all kind of isolated on their own in different subsections and things. And at one point you do see one person going around that's dressed in like full white robes with like a face mask on, that he looks like they're just like putting out fresh candles and replacing older ones and like things like that might have burned down, and gathering up like wax spills and things like that as well. So they're just like preserving the area almost.
Should I go talk to them? Ask them the same questions. Would they know anything?
Is there anything you guys wanted to do here specifically?
I'm looking for blood.
Okay,
Yeah,
roll
is
me
it-
an
is it
investigation
blood
check.
still there?
Roll me an investigation check if you're looking for blood or anything specific.
5.
9.
No, you guys are just too busy just taking it all in. It's just crazy the amount of like atmosphere and candles and everything, just like this huge area. Like it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, probably. Like
Surely the person in the white cloaks that takes care of the area might have seen something. Wax, blood.
do you want to go ask?
Sure.
No, you approach.
How do I phrase that? Have you seen some blood around here?
Don't know. You tell me. You approach the figure and they're like kneeling down and then look up at you, and you can't see their face because it's hidden due to this kind of mask. It kind of looks like a fencing mask almost, but then obviously like hooded in robes and things like that. And you see like there is like some sort of deity symbol on them that is probably lost on you. You wouldn't recognize it. And can I help? Hello?
Hello. I like you kind of like trying to be humble.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hello. I'm looking to find out a little bit more about your deity. And a little bit more about your work around here. I didn't realize that there were so many mistouched in this city.
There's quite a lot. They don't all come from this city, but the other villages in the country and towns in the country, they all kind of migrate here. As we have like an area for them. Some people in the country are kind of less inclined. They're kind of kicked out, I guess, of their other towns and villages. So most of which come here. There's a few of us that tend to these areas as part of our temple duties. And we wear these special garments, but we worship different gods. So it's It's not like there's one particular god that looks after it. It's just like an established place that I personally worship Tia. But it's a collaboration of churches and temples from Pella's Grace, the Spire, that help maintain this area for the community.
I see, and I heard that nobody knows where this temple originates from.
No, it's lost to Shamaphage. We've scouted through many stones until we stopped to see if there was any iconography or languages, and there was none. Some don't even believe it was a temple. Some believe it was a building for other purposes. There's different rumors that go around. I personally like to think it was a temple, but deep down I know that if it was, it would have some sort of markings to whoever prayed here. So the logic in me says it was probably a grand building for some other reason, and it's just kind of serving now as a temple, even in its ruined state.
I see, and I see you tend to the candles. Do you ever? Is that the only kind of offering that people bring here, or other things?
People bring trinkets and things if they've lost a loved one or something memorable. They usually kind of set into the candles though, so if we find them, we kind of just use them back in, like whatever wax we gather, we remake into other candles. And if there is any like jewelry found or anything like that, it usually just gets donated to the church over time. So.
You've not found blood here, have you?
You see there's like a hesitation on her face, like a pause, and she's like, wait.
People don't sacrifice things here, do they?
No, but there was a body found here recently. Do you know something of this?
No. What kind of body? A body? I was thinking perhaps more like some other religions bring animals, or...
Oh, no. People don't really...
A body?
Do that here, but yeah, there was a body here. Roll me a deception check, because you kind of already...
I mean, I honestly didn't think that he actually killed someone.
It could be a deception or a persuasion or just something like that.
Oh my god, all of the above, please.
It wasn't me, okay?
It's up to you.
Oh, it wasn't me. 19.
19. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, there was a body found here, not by me, but some of the clergy was talking about it. I don't know too much of the details, to be honest, but...
Was it human?
Yeah, it was a humanoid, from what I understand.
Oh, wow. Well, who was the clergyman that found it? That sounds awful.
I don't know. I just heard it. You'd have to inquire at Pella's Grace, I guess. I think the people found it were worshipping Pelor, so the Temple of Pelor. But you'd have to... they've probably handed it over to the local guard at this point, so...
I see, and do you know where it was found?
Yeah, it was in the ruins here.
In the center? Or
I'm not sure. I
not sure.
just know it was in the ruined area.
That's awful. I'm sorry that somebody desecrated your place of worship.
Yeah. We don't speak about it too much, you know. It's last thing people would want is knowledge that something like that happened here, I guess. So, yeah.
I will not mention it. But my group, my friends and I are only visiting in town, and yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Just be respectful. I understand it's quite an unusual place, so. And she goes back. She just goes back to her business.
Cool. I go back straight to Aki, something like, "That's a fucking body, you dumbass."
I'm clean.
Yeah. Okay, I relay the information that she mentioned. Under breath, she does not know where exactly within the ruins it was found. I'm guessing not far from wherever you woke up. But yeah, we should probably get away from here right now.
I just want to do a quick look. I'm curious. Is there any like fog or mist coming from this area?
Roll me a perception check.
14.
No, not really.
Okay. I've not killed a whole stick yet. We're fine.
Oh boy. Okay.
I
You
didn't
guys
do
want to
it.
do anything else?
And with that and the heavy news, what would you group like to do?
I think Rune wandered off, like in the middle of Karaya's talk. He went off to, well, yeah. He went off to find a quiet place to sit down with his chess set. He's going to cast Sending.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy enough.
I'm going to cast Ascending to Aurariel, the Celestial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, it's Rune. We found something you might be interested in. There's a mist in the northeast corner of the country that was created after the calamity.
That's how you get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get back like almost instantly. No. I will look into it.
What we've heard is people that go into it don't come out, or if they do, they don't come out as they entered.
So you cast Sending twice, yeah?
Akis seems drawn to it.
You get back. There was a darkness within him. It might have something to do with that. It could be connected. Yeah. Investigate further, but be careful, is what you get back. And then he also casts a message back to you and says, if it is truly dangerous, contact me. Although I am still learning of this realm. My time is finite.
I will get up and go find the rest of the group.
Okay. What are we doing, team?
I need some armor.
You need some armor? So you want to go find a blacksmith?
Yes, and yes. I also need some extra knives and shit. So tomorrow we can stab a rune.
Man, you're really going in on this, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's just do the
Scary when you're
shopping really
determined.
quick, because you can just wrap it up today, pretty much, as you're walking back through town or whatever like that. So,
All right.
if you want just a couple of daggers, they'll just run you like a gold a piece. Armor might be a little bit more. You've already got like studded leather, right?
Yeah. Can I get any without making myself any heavier or anything? Can I get any
Studded leather's
enhancements?
It's probably the best unless you go for magical. Just have a quick look how much gold you've got, to be fair, because magical stuff in Azoria is super rare and expensive because there's not too many enchanters.
Invisibility cloak.
Yeah,
Sacrifice your arm.
magical weapons and armor would probably be out of your price range. Yeah, because you guys are broke as fuck.
Well, they speak for them.
She's not. She's got all of our gold.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Even in terms of gold wise,
She's hoarding.
I've had a look and she still doesn't have enough. Rune's got like the best armor currently because made it and donated a bunch of money to it. So
Okay. All right. Okay. Fine.
But who knows?
More daggers, more things.
We will see.
Okay. And now let's go into Peller's Grace and find out who got murdered and what happened. And
Is that where everyone's going?
what is the team? What is the best way to approach this? We want to find out about this, but we don't want to incriminate our friend here.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
I mean, not that we know of.
Exactly. I didn't do anything.
Sus.
If I don't recall it, then if I don't recall it, then clearly I didn't do it.
Well, not necessarily. We don't know yet.
Yeah. I mean, we can just ignore this and pretend it never happened and hope it doesn't come back to bite us on our asses.
It didn't happen.
I wonder who you killed. Why?
I didn't kill anyone.
Guilty until proven otherwise.
Everyone just assumes I'm guilty. I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Because it's very strange that you woke up in the same area, and there was a corpse next to you, and you were covered in blood, and it's not something that happens around there. They don't get corpses very frequently. If at all.
But I didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't
Well,
me.
then somebody framed you, and we won't find out. But, we can ignore this, of course.
I don't know.
All I'm saying, should we
maybe
investigate
something.
this?
If it was my person, someone took me over. What I'm saying is, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I get that. I'm asking, should we look into it or not?
It's probably going to rouse too much suspicion if people just randomly walk in.
Veely's like, yeah, we shouldn't ask, but
Was there any trace of the blood that you mentioned? You guys looked at the area.
The R didn't see anything, didn't know
I
where
didn't
the
see
blood was.
anything.
yeah. I think we just keep an eye on our friend Akis here and make sure nothing else happens.
Let's hope.
All right.
But who knows?
Let's hope nobody's seen your body stumbling around murdering anyone at night.
I like to
Not saying
think
it was you.
I like to think that obviously Akis didn't do it, but even the thing that's making him sleepwalk or whatever might have not done it either. Just we'll see, but yeah, let's just keep an eye on him and keep our ears out. And
Well, it's something new to investigate, anyways. We can always come back to this.
I mean, it is suspicious to look into it, which is why I asked how we should approach it.
after we're done our business in city, we might actually want to go check out the mist and see if we can get some answers. But maybe not too far we go into it. Maybe we just look at it, you know? Maybe if we take Akis there, maybe it'll unlock some memories for him. Or something, I don't know how this shit works.
We could just talk to the local. You said there was like 3 towns. Maybe we can just talk to the locals there. Maybe they have more information on what this city has.
Rune, you can talk to people from like ages away, right? Akis told me and Karaya last night that people talk to him or something. Would it be like similar magic? Could he have a god talking to him? Do you talk to your god? My magic's very different, so.
Indirectly, but yeah. I mean, the only direct vision that I've had is when we touched that shard.
Should Akis touch the shard?
No.
I would very much like to touch the shard.
That's what
There you
worries
go.
us.
Yeah.
Good things always happen when I touch it. It helped us last time, did it not?
Did it?
Every time we touch it, we have something that comes to find us and attacks us in our sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're really far away from that stuff now, right? So
Velia would
Do you
not
really
say
want to
that.
risk it?
Velia is
Are you trying to jinx us?
clueless.
Velia would be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, your dome's a safe place, right? Nothing can come into your dome.
That I'm aware of. Nothing can get into it, no. Something can
How's
sit
about
outside
this?
it, though, until it goes away.
I didn't think of that.
Hey guys, if all goes wrong at tomorrow's tournament, that's when we touch the shard.
We're all
Maybe I
dead
could touch
anyway.
it during the tournament.
Yeah, you wanna
Hey!
touch it
Oh,
before?
great things would happen.
Yeah, another bone monster thing would come swooping in, wrecking the
That'd be-
stadium,
Then we can be the heroes that saved the day.
just like we were last time.
It's not our fault the building collapsed.
Yeah, they didn't care though, did they? Oh, well, anyway.
So, group, as you're discussing or having these conversations, where are we heading? What are you guys doing? What's the next step?
I think we should all just get some rest for tomorrow. Just take the time that we have just to rest, prepare ourselves mentally.
You're heading back to the Heroes Hall?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Do we want to do a quick time skip? Or is anyone wanting to do anything specific before the events of tomorrow night?
I would like to contact
Fine.
Kibo somehow with my weird superpowers. Not really superpowers.
I was going to say, you don't have superpowers, so how are you trying to do this?
I'm trying to do it through my
Contacts.
contacts, networks, whatever.
Okay. I will say you are in a completely different country that you've never been into before, but you do have your background, and you do know what his type are like because you've worked with them in the past. So it is going to be a high DC, but roll me an investigation check. It's going to be a DC 21.
Oh fuck.
Jeez, good luck.
Good luck, my friend.
No.
Boo.
I will also inform you, you can make this check probably once a day if you're in the town and want to do it, but the more times you fail it might have other consequences. So it's risk reward. It's up to you if you want to do something.
Okay.
Because you're having to
Ooh.
physically go around and ask people you think might know of something, even in a roundabout way, to see if they can get a message through. But what is the message you're wanting to convey?
The message is essentially that, well, first of all, apologies for not succeeding in the previous thing that
To
I
try to
don't know
smooth it over.
Yeah, smooth it and explain that like we literally did not have a choice at that time. That, like it was a do or die, and bounty kind of.
Okay.
The concept of a bounty left the building essentially, or the port. So, and find out if he, like, if the dude, the tiefling dude, if he knows him or if he's trustworthy.
Okay.
Potentially, we could try and
you can just go
contact him directly.
You can just go and ask Sarzan if he knows Kibo. If that's.
I mean, I could. I mean,
if you want to be
say
that direct.
he does.
Yeah, you don't know. He might lie, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if they're on good terms or whatnot. Like, yeah, I don't.
That's up to you if you want to ask. Okay, if you don't want to, just let me know. All right, that's the braces for today. You were successful.
I mean, wait, we've got some magic to contact him as well, right?
You know, Rune has contacted him before, so.
Yeah. Hint, hint, Rune. Would you be up for that?
I mean, he might not want to hear from Rune, but
Would Kibo want to hear from Marin? I don't know what the last conversation
I
was.
don't
I was
want to
dying
talk
on a ship.
to Kibo again. If you want to pursue that, that's on you.
What the fuck? What happened?
So it was more of a. It
I
was
kind
more,
of told him to fuck off.
I don't think
Yeah, okay.
I feel like you worded it politely still, but it was more of a.
Yeah, I said no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, you said that was like exactly how you said it. You said no, we're not doing that. This is happening. It is what it is. Deal with it, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a
Pretty
no
much.
fuck off, but it was like this is happening instead. So unlucky, kind of deal.
Okay.
Not really. It potentially pissed him off.
Potentially. I hold on to hope.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything specific? All right. So
Do we want to reach out to? Are we in our? Let's go to our rooms.
Yeah, you can be in the room at the Heroes Hall.
Okay. Do we want to reach out to Princess Amelia? We said we were going to reach out to them after a couple days, didn't we?
You did. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You could mention that we're doing this fight thing and that they can come down and support us if they want. A show of noble type might help sway that person.
I mean, there is supposed to be nobility on the top floor, anyways, potentially.
Just food for thought.
Could update them at least.
Yeah. All right. I will send a message to Amelia.
Okay. Remember to count your words because you only get 25. So you don't have to count them physically out loud, just in your head or whatever. So.
Yeah. Hi, it's Rune. We are at the Heroes Hall. When do you want to meet?
Okay. You get back. Hi. We're still in the Twins at the best of the House Godwin. We're staying here currently. Everything's a little bit up in the air. Whenever you want to, just say you're the mountain breakers for Amelia, and the guards will escort you. You get that gist back, and you get the gist that she's going to leave a note with the guards to say you can enter.
Okay. So we have an inn if we want to go to the Twins.
All right.
So the
Nice.
Twins is two separate houses. So you have House Godwin is one of them, and you don't know who the other nobility house is. So
Maybe
All
we
right,
can
good to know.
sponsor us for the tournament
actually, no, you
if we
do know
survive.
because the barmaid last session told you, which is the two
Yeah,
main
we
houses.
just-
It was Valenwell and House Godwin is the two main ruling families of the town, of the city. Sorry. So this is Godwin, and that's Valenwell. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, anything else? Last calls.
Let's go visit.
Nope.
All right.
I'm out of spells.
How's everyone doing on time? Do we have to wrap up soon?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe like
So-
30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. That's perfect. So we skip forward. It's the day of the night, and it's bustling outside the tavern. Let's turn this somber music off for a second. And put something a little bit more off speed on, if I can. I need Tibby back to do music, chat. Tibby, where are you? There we go. So it is absolutely rammed in here. They have a lot of staff, and you guys can move your tokens to the front door, which is here. As you're entering, there's kind of like a queue, and you see your favorite half-orc fellow on the door taking like names, last-minute registrations. You might have to resize your token a little bit, guys. I think Brommy is okay, but some of you might need to resize it.
Did someone say half orc?
Yeah, he looks like a human in the model, but yeah, he's a half-orc.
I didn't see my token.
Should be on your table.
Hmm?
You've not yeeted it somewhere. I can pull it back in 1 sec. There you go. I'm gonna have to resize it.
Take us off.
So yeah, you hear exactly what you're hearing right now. People sharpening swords, people clashing tankards. There's like a queue to get in. A lot of you see like mixed types in the queue. There's some fighters, the people wearing heavy armor. There's some spellcastery type people. There's some nobility type people that have their own personal guard with them. And everyone's paying entry to get in. He's like, friends, welcome. Come through. You've already paid. Try and grab a table downstairs. You've got an hour or so before the festivities and enjoyment starts. You see that these guys, anyone without a base, just as like meta game knowledge, anyone without a base is staff. So they're not to be like harmed or anything like that. And they're blocking off certain areas. So this is the medical room that he talked about. This is the stairs to the second floor. And then obviously this is the kitchen and this is the bar, which are like off limits, but everything else is there. So as you guys filter in, let me know where you want to go, where you want to sit. You see a multiple of different type of people, some wearing armor, some not wearing armor. And for the first hour of the night, what do you guys do? As it's kind of free roam down here.
Food.
Yeah, I go up to the bar and order some food and drinks for the group.
Yeah, there's hog roast on, there's chickens, whole chickens, there's soup and broth and stew, different ales, wines, rums, ales, whatever you kind of want. So you find
Here's
a
what
table.
you want. Yeah, someone's finding a table.
Alright,
I'm sure someone's on top of that.
A table has been claimed.
All right, you guys get this table in the middle.
Oh, I'm knocked a chair over.
Yeah, everything's free fans. Don't worry if you knock stuff over. Cryer, where are you going? To the bar?
I'm
Rooms at the
going
bar.
to WhatsApp. I mean, DM is going to WhatsApp.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Yes, from
Awesome.
places, but it's going to cost quite a bit.
Okay. Fuck! Can I roll a barter check?
No, stuff like this is expensive.
Alright.
But I will send you some stats straight afterwards if you want to.
Alright. Fuck it. Right. Oh, you do what you gotta do. Rip.
If you went for different type of conditions, so if I was you, I would look up the conditions of D&D. So there's poisoned and stuff like that, and then you might read what they do. So just Google like conditions, and different conditions are some are cheaper, some are more expensive. So
Okay.
the one you went for is more expensive one. So
Oh, fuck me then.
I'll move you to the table, Karaya. So
Thank you.
Rune comes back with a round. Knock off a gold, Rune. But you come back with a round of ale for everyone, and I guess a meat platter of sorts for the table to pick at.
Yep.
And you don't need to roll a perception check. A lot of you get that as soon as you made your way to the door, everyone on this level are like sizing you up. Like hungry sharks. People from other tables are literally just looking at everyone else and drinking. And then you look up and you see like there's quite a few like people spectating in already. And even they're like pointing at people and talking. And then like you see gold trading hands. And this is kind of like, you feel like the start of the Hunger Games where everyone's in the like facilities and they're just like sizing each other up and doing little like shows of strength and like taunts, even though they're kind of under their breath. So, is there anything your group is doing other than just nonchalantly eating and drinking?
How's the betting work? I'll ask our half orc friend.
He's busy signing people in. You have to wait a second until there's like a gap, but the fighters don't usually bet. But if you wanted to quickly, I suppose I could try and get you a quick chaperone upstairs if you want to try and find a bookie to place a bet, but it's not really, the fighters don't really bet, you know? It's up to you. But people bet different amounts. It's kind of, we don't handle the betting here, people just do it off their own backs. We just take the entrance fees.
Interesting. And, all right.
I whispered to Velia. See if, hey, you should message Amelia, see if she's here.
She cast the message spell. No reply. He's not here. You didn't tell her to specifically come to the Heroes Hall, did you? So she just gave you an open entrance, but yeah. It's not Amelia's kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that.
I'll thank our friend for the info and I'll go back to the table. So
on your way back to the table, I'd say you're like here, and this guy's walking past and shoulder checks you.
Okay.
What do you do?
Hold on. He shoulder checks me. What would I essentially...
Will you be carrying your ale at the time?
No.
You left it on the table, okay.
I left it at the table. All right. I'll stumble over.
You stumble over? Okay.
Yeah.
You hear him comment under his breath like, weaklings.
Do I notice anything distinct about him?
What are you looking for?
Like, any sort
Sherlock
of
Holmes in this
tattoos
guy?
or scars or something that
He's
stands out about the armor he's wearing?
Yeah, he's wearing armor that he's seen some sort of battle. It's not like fully well kept. There's holes in the chain link and things like that. He's got a shield on the back and his sword on the side. He looks like a fighter type, a brawler fighter. Not probably as rugged as you that gets into it, but he's seen battle. And he's definitely doing it to see what reaction you would give and size you up. But yeah.
I want to fuck with that guy.
Dude, is
I
there
don't want
anyone
to know
else?
about your bed
Bold
habits.
No.
Is there anyone else in the area that seems to have a similar armor? Or do I see
Like
him go to the
a
table or
uniform?
anything?
Yeah, he goes to this
Yeah.
table here right next to you guys and sits down and takes a drink and just starts laughing with all his friends.
Okay, cool.
When he sits down, I'm going to point at him and send message.
Okay.
I'm just going to whisper.
What do you say?
Mists are coming for you.
You get back, he just turns around and goes, okay. He just kind of laughs it off. You go back to the table, Bromir?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna mention. I'm just gonna see if there's any interest from the group in placing a bet on ourselves. Might be a way to score some additional cash.
Do you want
I
it?
have nothing to bet.
I meant collectively as a group. I have a few gold I could put toward it.
I have a grand total of 5 silver and 9 copper.
Let's have a look. For Velia.
So I'll be in 5 silver. You can have my 5 silver.
I don't even know if they accept bets that low.
Probably not.
Hey, are you gonna do me like that?
Wow, Velia is also broke. Oh, but she does have the princess's tiara. She pulls the princess's tiara out. She's like, put this down?
No.
Okay. You guys are kind of like asset rich.
Yeah.
Wish I was asset rich. I have nothing.
We actually going to be able to bet on ourselves?
Well, I didn't get all the full rules from our friend over at the door, but at the very least, we can get an escort upstairs to talk to the bookkeeper. If there's an interest, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's just a waste of gold.
What's a
there's
waste
prize
of gold?
pool at the end
Everything's
the
a waste
night,
of gold.
Right? There's a prize pool at the end of the night, right?
Yeah, so if we win, we'd get the prize pool. But then if we also won, we'd also get...
You don't know the prize pool because it fluctuates on how many people's in the bar and how many fighters there is. So all the fighters have put 1 gold in, but there's also the nobility and the spectators that have to put 15 gold in, which is where most of the prize pool comes from. The 1 gold fee for registered people is more of we don't want any drunkard rolling off the street entering for whatever reason and getting his face kicked in kind of fee. But when you look up, if you start counting the spectators, there's 20 or so that you can see immediately on the rafters, and there's another hour before it starts yet. So it's a decent chunk, but there could be more. You get it's a timed thing, because in the rules he says when the bell stops, whoever's left standing that gets split between whoever's still standing. So the essence of the game essentially is knock people down or out, and that shortens the prize pool. But you're looking around, and some of these are quite seasoned fighters.
Keep them awake and prize pool big. Also, they can all fight each other.
Is there any coin reduction for damage of property during this fight?
You want to get him angry? You thinking of getting them angry?
You say that and you look at the table, and the table is battered. It looks like it's got like 17 nails holding the legs in. Like the chairs are all rickety. It's definitely like this chair has probably seen like 20 of these bar brawls, and it's just glued and nailed back together every single time.
Okay, that's good to know. I have something that I'm going to use just to really fucking piss some people off.
Great.
Which table don't we like, just out of curiosity?
Well, presumably the one behind us.
You've only had that one
Okay.
interaction with this table so far.
As soon as the bell tolls, I'll give them a little parting gift.
When you see that there's in the middle, like above all you guys, there's a bell that's like a big 10-foot by 10-foot bell, like hanging from the roof. It's loud enough that even all the scuffling noise, it's like a church bell in here, essentially. They've kind of rigged with various chains to the roof and things like that. So.
Yeah, you're quite adept with fire magic, right?
Yeah, but the guy said we can't use fire magic.
They said we could, we just can't burn down the building.
No,
No.
he said no fire magic and nothing that will destroy the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah, we
Okay,
could just
but
burn
the
everybody. So do we have a plan? What are we doing?
So,
Pariah.
if you guys want to put some gold towards it, I can head upstairs and see if they'll let us bet on ourselves. I don't know how the betting works. I can find out.
Velia has 73 silver.
All right.
How about we don't do that?
Yeah. That's no.
I mean, you could go up Bromir if you want to.
Yeah, all right. Suit
No.
yourselves. So
Uh,
I'll go up.
Sorry, have
the-
anybody got robbed?
The guards kind of stop you and like, are you a fighter or are you here to spectate?
I'm a fighter. I was told that I could perhaps get a chaperone up to the betting.
All right, and this guy
That's the
walks
better
up.
two.
Yeah, this guy walks up with you, and he's like, "All right, yeah." And he points out like a figure that you see taking gold off a numerous bunch of people, and then you walk over, and he's like, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Yeah, how's the betting work on this?
You tell me if whoever you point someone out, if they're still standing at the end, you'll get a cut. Some people do bet it differently. That's how I do it.
Fair enough. Do you do any like if I wanted to place a bet on myself or any of the friends that I've arrived with?
There's no rules against it. Some fighters do. I'll just treat you like any other patron. If
All right, fair.
you're still standing, I'll double your money. Actually, no. Double your money up to 50 gold. You'll look kind of like a Riley scruffy fella.
All right, I'll put 8 gold on that. Let's
8
do it.
gold. Okay. Takes the gold from you. Come see me after, if you're still standing. If not, it's
Sounds
my
good.
money.
Thank you very much.
So I'll make a note as well, but you also make a note so I don't forget that you've put an 8 gold bet for ×2 if you're still standing.
Yeah.
Still standing. Do-do-do.
Okay, you go
Yeah.
back to the table.
Sit down. Pockets a little lighter.
So, before we wrap up for tonight, do you guys want to discuss any game plan, or do you want to briefly discuss that before next episode?
All I
I'm
can
gonna
say
whisper
is
to Correa, do you want some poison or acid? Or any of
now
those
you tell me.
items?
So
I didn't ask earlier.
the type of poison he can make out of the jug is like more of the ingestible type, not the coating in your blades type. So they are kind of different. But you
I
can
mean,
Oh,
you
still
can
okay.
splash it in somebody's face.
Oh yeah, throwing it in someone's face would work if it was acid. If it was poison, because there's two different things. If it was poison, then you'd put it in someone's drink or something like that.
How long would it take to take?
Which would
You know,
like?
poison. You know from your experience, poison is quite fast acting.
All right.
So you could try and spike someone's drink before the fighting begins. That's the kind of preemptive, dirty shit that I'm asking if you want to set up or do.
Oh yeah.
before
Oh
you
yeah.
do it.
Definitely. Let's get some of that ready, and on the way in, let's make sure that we're. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell me a table.
Fuck yeah.
Who you're and how much poison you've got and what you're trying to do, and you see if you can sneakily do it.
Okay.
Some of these do look seasoned-ish fighters, depending on the table and stuff like that as well. So let me know.
Okay. Well, whoever looks, let's have a look. See. Does anyone look to the party? Does anyone look particularly worrying to you guys?
Oh, scan the room. Anyone look like a
Roll
serious
me-
brute?
Roll me perception check, so whoever's looking.
I'm not worried, but the table behind us are an
Assholes.
interesting one. Yeah.
18.
It's so hard because you're looking around and everyone seems so vastly different. You look at numbers. They've only got 4 people on their table that kind of know each other, where they have 5. These have 4, where they have 5. You can't really see in this room quickly because you've not really had a look yet. So depends if you want to go for more quality. There is a couple of figures that stand out as this guy here is kind of oldish but looks knowledgeable and wise, like he's reading at the table, not drinking anything.
Does anybody
is-
look like they would fight very dirty?
This guy looks like he fights very dirty. A quick
Which one?
glance. This one with a rapier out.
All right. Well, that is literally a little white ball.
Oh, you don't see it? Okay.
No.
Do you see all these characters or not?
I can see most of them except for that particular one you pointed at.
He looks like a roguish fellow. He's got a bow on his back, a little buckler, and a rapier sword.
Okay.
He's got an eye patch on, I think, as well. Yeah, he
Okay. How can I do
The
this?
eye patch. Eye patch means deadly.
does.
How would I do this? Would I even do this? I don't know. Potentially, I don't know. Maybe I can get Velia to distract the table a little bit. She's very good at that. Called distraction ditzy
I'll
thing.
roll a general intelligence check, maybe. Should roll the natural
We can't
2.
save this for the next session, by the way. I'm pretty sure that, like last time when she cast an illusion on the worm. That
Yeah.
that's, mwah.
Is anything in the instance? So, okay, let's deal with that then. So, let's leave it in the pre-planning stage. You guys have a
Okay.
think over the festivities and holidays. How you gonna, or if there's
Poison
anything
people.
you're going to do before the fight starts. You've got currently about 45-minute window to try any tricksy stuff you want to do, and that also gives Velia a good time to think of anything as well, if she wants to do any illusionary type stuff or something like that as well. So we're gonna leave it there. Was gonna end it on the bell ring and then be like, next time you come in, roll initiative, but I think it's
Sorry.
good. You guys, no, it's all good. You guys take some time to think and prep, because you're looking around. There is a lot of strong types in here. It's not just types that you're going to be able to cleave through and drop in a single times. Like this is an event that encompasses a lot of just like local fighter types and draws a huge crowd of nobility to win a brawl. So I think it'll be a good thing for us to come to next time. With that being said, we don't have any sessions planned for the remainder of the year. So to all the cast, it's been an awesome year of Dungeons & Dragons. Hopefully in 2023 we'll play a little bit more and get our schedules sorted a little bit more. I hope you're all enjoying it. If there's any viewers or anyone watching on the VOD, if you have any pointers or likes of what you've liked so far, please let us know in the Discord or on Twitter. Message me separately, write a comment on YouTube, whatever you want. Please do go check out the cast and
give some feedback.
Yeah, give some feedback. We're just going to do a quick round the robin since we've not done one in a while, and just say who we are and what we do. Since we've not done one in a while, and there's going to be a little break anyway until we get to things in January. So when did I say the next session's planned for? Because we outlined it out. My Twitter's done.
January.
I think it was like January at some point. Like I think it was early January, right?
It's January the 15th, was it?
14th, 15th, something like that.
Let me just triple check Twitter so I can get the next episode.
Speaking of which, Twitter no longer allows Linktree or linking out to your Instagram.
No, yeah.
It'll be the 15th.
Yeah, so
Sunday.
we will be back on the 15th of January and then the 29th of January with more of this juicy action and where we'll jump now. But my name is Apollos. I'm the Dungeon Master. I love D&D, geekiness, and you can find me currently playing Dark and Darker. I currently don't have a schedule because I've got a baby and he's draining, but he's lovely. But I hope to have a schedule soon. I'm playing Darker and Darker and some Valheim currently, which is added to update. And then we'll go over to Megna. What are you doing?
Hi, Magna Gaming. I usually do survival crafting, horror, and indie games, but right now I'm on a Dark Tide binge. It's been a lot of fun, so grinding out my Ogren on there.
Nice. And yeah, links will always be in the descriptions down below, especially on the YouTube VOD and stuff like that. Sophie, what are you doing? Anything particularly other than axe throwing lately?
Axe throwing, tons of fun. Recommend it to everyone, especially if you have a job that is very stressful.
He doesn't throw axes at people, I just want to clarify, or his employees.
Yet.
Dude,
There's
TM.
a reason that I work from home. I'm just saying.
Are you doing
I'm
any
just
gaming
putting that out
recently?
there. I play a lot of Path of Exile, and I've been trying to get back into Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I want to get back into Cyberpunk too. It's just one of those things on the list.
That's a great game.
Um,
That's definitely a good game.
Awesome. Crytek, CC Tech, what are you doing lately?
Yeah, CZ Tech, Cry, either or. Planet of PoE, same as Zophie. getting deep into the Dark and Darker right now. It's a beautiful game. It's so good, but it can get so frustrating at times.
If
And
you
again,
look-
we're on the Valheim.
Yeah. Valheim's... Yeah, we need to push that Mistland content. But yeah, Dark and Darker, if you've not played it, it's a playtest out for like a week, and it's a D&D meets Battle Royale meets Tarkov. It's juicy, chivalry-style medieval combat. It's cool. But we're not sponsored in any way. But yeah. Blood Buffy, how are you? What's going on in your world? Are you playing any games? Making any cool games?
I'm not streaming anything recently. I've simply not been able to make the time for a proper schedule.
What games are you playing?
You can find me. Oh, right now I'm playing High on Life, which is.
I've seen that. It looks amazing.
It is.
I need to buy it. When it comes in a sale or something.
it's on what the hell is it on? Games Pass. Right now. So yeah, grab it. It's fun. It's a little bit buggy, but it's super fun, and the humor is ridiculous. And yeah,
Rick and Morty, so good.
It's
people were
just
sold
Rick
on
and Morty.
that trailer that come out. I mean, that was golden.
You watched the other one as well that they do, Justin Rowland, which is like the alien one. Oh, what's it called?
More alien one.
No, they do Rick and Morty, but they do the alien one as well, where they're all aliens and they like come to Earth or whatever.
Oh yeah, that like.
It's a good show.
Kinda passed my attention slightly.
It's good.
But yeah,
it's good.
I'll check it out. But yeah, aside from that, when I do stream,
it's
I play
called Solar
horror games.
Opposites. Solar Opposites.
Sorry.
It's called Solar Opposites. Leon just told me. Sorry, plug yourself. Twitch.tv/
Blood Buffy, and then on Twitter where I'm much more active, it's Lady_Jeanette. I'm about to drop it.
Drop it in my chat. Yeah, please feel free, guys. Link yourselves because my bot's broken. But yeah, there we go.
Free reign.
And Velia as well. I dropped Velia's links in the chat earlier, but all the stuff's down below. She's Crash Kitty. She does loads in the digital space. She's crazy. She's awesome. She does loads of stuff. Go check her out, and she streams occasionally too. So yeah, thanks guys for playing. I hope you all have a good rest of 2022. I'll chill for another 30 or so minutes after the cast if anyone wants to catch up and chill, but if not, you can feel free to disappear. And yeah, love you all. See you all later. Have good holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Peace out.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.